From Rosemark, Tennessee, good Friday afternoon, everybody. It's another night of high school football. I'm Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard. Jay Cashin is our producer and director. On the road tonight as we take on the Tipton Rosemark Rebels, a team that we beat here last year 48-19, but a really good football team. They're coming in here at 3-1. The Lions coming in tonight from TCA at 0-3. Stan Gerard, a lovely evening. I haven't checked the temperature in the last couple of minutes, but just a brilliant night. The Lord's blessed us. Partly cloudy skies here in Shelby County, in northern Shelby County, not far from Bolton. You and I came the scenic route. We came down Highway 70 once we got off I-40 at the Somerville-Covington exit. And we turned right at Arlington, then went through Bolton or near Bolton. And here we are at Rosemark tonight with high school football. Good to be back with you again, sir.
Good evening, Diamond Dave McCulley. Yeah, we went by your old homestead where you went to grade school and where your picture hangs in a restaurant hall of fame with the Buddy Holly glasses and the buzz cut, number 12, wasn't it?
For Braden Elementary, I wore number 12. You have a good memory. It's Slingshot Charlie's.
Charlie's.
Let's give them a free plug. If you ever get a chance to go by there, Jay Cashin, you can go to Bozo's one night and then go to Slingshot Charlie's the next night, and you got it covered.
But anyway, coming in this ball game, Diamond, a very, very big game. It's our first region game. Yes, TCA is 0-4 coming into this ball game, but it all does not matter now because we are now in region play, and region play is the only thing that gets you into the playoffs. So we are 0-0 coming into this Tipton Rosemark. They are 1-0 in region play, 3-1 overall. TCA, of course, 1-4. This is TCA overall in their history, 143 and 159. Blake Butler in his 11th year, 64 and 56. Tipton Rosemark, they are 111 and 195 in their overall history. This will be the 6th meeting all-time between these two teams. TCA leads that series 3-2. And, of course, last year in a game that we brought you, it was TCA winning 48-19, and that took care of the loss we took the year before, if you remember that one, Dave, when Tipton Rosemark came to TCA, and they won 61-38. So, the last two meetings between these teams, the winning team has put a bunch of points on the scoreboard.
Certainly have. As we said, a beautiful night here at Rosemark, Tennessee in northern Shelby County. And back home for me a little bit tonight, being an Arlington native and haven't lived there in a long, long time, but good to be back and see a few familiar faces and get ready for high school football. Let's take a 2-minute break. This is the countdown to kickoff. Jay Cashin, again, our producer and director. You're watching tonight, courtesy of all the different channels on Facebook and TCA, and, of course, at 105.3 on the radio side. And Sam will tell you some of those other venues that you can catch the action tonight as well. So call your neighbors, call your friends, call those folks you meet in IB and like, and tell them to listen to, speaking of Bozo's Cafe, two Bozos here in the press box. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. Jay's at the controls, and he's looking like he's really intent down there. We'll come back and get you ready for high school football on this Friday night from Rosemark, Tennessee. Tipton Rosemark, the Rebels and the Lions. It's coming up next after this 2-minute message on the TCA Football Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
On the road tonight after a tough home loss to Middle Tennessee Christian last week at the Lions Lair at 10 Windy City Road, and we've made the trek down to Shelby County, about an hour and 10 minutes for us from Jackson. And if you're on their way down listening to us, please be careful, and traveling mercies for all of you. Stan Gerard takes a look at some of the other games around the area tonight. This is a big one. It's a regional game, but there's some other key games. And Stan, I guess the marquee action tonight is right there in the city back home. It's USJ at Jackson Christian, sir.
And we'll be getting to that here in just a minute. Here's the complete schedule of games in West Tennessee. 4-1 Riverside is at Camden. Bolivar is at Craigmont tonight. 2-3 South Fulton is at Dresden, 4-1. 3-2 Kirby at Crockett County. Crockett County only 1-4 on the season. And Diamond, here's a ball game. Gleason at Greenfield. How many times are you able to say Gleason? 3-2 on the campaign at Greenfield. 2-2 on the campaign. Halls is going to play Harding Academy. Somebody's got to win that ball game. South Gibson's going to be the sacrificial lamb for Henry County tonight. Milan at Huntington, the dog and pony show. I'm sure there was some talk in McKenzie about that game this week.
A little bit about it. The McKenzie folks are just on they're on a high right now. That McKenzie Rebel team is awfully good. But tonight, Huntington and Milan, it's going to be interesting because Huntington struggled a little bit compared to what their norm is. And then you look at a Milan team, and I was told by a reliable source that there are some folks barking at Milan about how well they've not played this year. Let me put it that way.
Would that be from the mayor of Huntington? The Hubmeister?
No, I'm talking about some Milan folks not real happy with their play right now.
Well, I mean, when you got injuries, you got injuries. Other ball games in West Tennessee, Westview comes to town. Their passing attack's going to take on Jackson's South Side. Peabody at Lake County. It was supposed to be Peabody and Dyersburg tonight, but they dropped Dyersburg to get a region matchup in. Instead, Humboldt is going to travel to Memphis to take on Lausanne. Westwood flip-flops and will play at Lexington. Northside will travel to Liberty tonight. West Carroll at McKenzie. Two teams that are 5-0. I think McKenzie
that will not be close, though.
Is going to roll in that ball game.
And no disrespect to my friends up at West Carroll, but that will not be close.
That's going to be like one of my prom dates, I think. Hardin County is at McNairy County. Chester County at Obion. Union City, a team that we're familiar with, at Ripley. UC 4-1, Ripley 3-2. I think that's going to be a pretty good ball game. FACS is at Richland. Fayette Academy, who Tipton Rosemark beat last week, will be at another old opponent of ours, Clarksville Academy, who is a surprising 4-1 this year. And then the game that you mentioned earlier, alluded to, a game which in all likelihood will decide the champion in our region. It's the Bruins of USJ at the Eagles of Jackson Christian.
Always a great battle between those two. Who do you like tonight and why?
Well, there's only, of course, it was Jackson Christian winning the ball game last year. There's only been one time in the history between these two teams that Jackson Christian has won more than one game in a row. They won 3 in a row back in the early 2000s, and yours truly happened to call 2 of those broadcasts. But I'm going to like USJ. I still think they got Coach Tommy Browder on their mind. You can say they're playing with a heavy hearts, but also when you have things like that happen, Diamond Dave, it can also make you play with purpose.
No doubt about it.
And they had the upset loss last year on their turf. You throw that in, they were already going to come in. They've already had this game circled for a year,
yep.
And then you throw in the Tommy Browder situation. It's going to be an interesting night over at Jackson Christian. So that's a look at our ball games tonight. We'll keep you updated on scores on those games all night long as those scores come in. But Diamond, like you said, it's it was about 78 when we left Jackson this afternoon. Temperatures dropping, partly cloudy skies. It will probably be in the upper 50s by the time this game is over with.
It says it's 72, although it feels a little cooler than that right now.
It is absolutely glorious, glorious weather for football in West Tennessee. And we're going to bring you more of the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show. You want to talk to Coach Butler after this?
We'll talk to Coach Butler after this, but I'd be remiss. We're here in the Countdown to Kickoff give us an update on folks
Big
at maybe
Ed.
Big Ed, if you would.
Got to talk to his wife yesterday and then got a text this afternoon. Ed has been stable the last couple of nights. Of course, he's on the ventilator, and Big Ed is heavily sedated at this point. And so far, not really much of a change, but like I said, there has been no decrease or anything. He's remained steady the last couple of nights. And with the battle that Ed's fighting right now, I'm going to take steady as a good sign.
Absolutely.
It can only get better, in my opinion. We still ask, all of you that are watching tonight, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. Janet Butler watching, Larry Vales, Don Patterson, Jeremy McCulley, downtown Sherry Brown's checking in already. That's the Big Cheese's, one of Big Cheese's grandmothers, but continue to pray for Big Ed, and we'll talk about that later. But please keep the Moore family, and Big Ed in your favorites. You think I'm TCA's number one fan? There's not a bigger fan of Trinity Christian Academy than Ed Moore.
Very poignant post by Christy Timms about Ed and his legacy and his impact that he's had and will continue hopefully to have with the Lord's blessings in years to come. Our thoughts and prayers with Ed and his family. Speaking of Jeremy McCulley, if he's listening and watching, he can text me a Ryder Cup update. At last report, they played 6 matches. They played 8 today, 4 this morning, 4 this afternoon. And how about the US of A? They're up right now 5-1. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. And when we do come back, Stan had a chance to talk to the head coach of the Lions, Blake Butler. That's coming up next on the Countdown to Kickoff here on the TCA Football Network.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Blake Butler. Coach, we've moved back to 0-0 because it's time to get into region play.
Yeah, it's always an exciting time to get back into region, and this is what determines your playoff standings and making the playoffs and everything like that. So it's an exciting week. Again, it's kind of a breath of fresh air, and hopefully, the work you've done in non-region, while obviously we'd like better outcomes, has prepared us to jump into region play and clean up some things that we've put on film already and be our best version of ourselves once we start reaching.
Let's talk about our opponent, the Rebels of Tipton Rosemark, 3-2 coming in this ball game. What is this year's edition of the Rebels going to bring to the table?
There's some similarities to last year, but they do have a new coach. when you look at them on film, there are a couple players that stand out. Number 3, Bird, one of their basketball players, has come out, and as with any small school, you need all the athletes in your school out there on your football team. And again, he's a senior who decided, he wanted to get out there on the football field, and it's paid off big. He's made a lot of plays for them, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's a guy that gets some college looks based off his senior tape in football. And he's done, like I said, a heck of a job and is getting better each week. Full in their quarterback 14. He's back from last year. Very strong runner, good arm, tough kid. Play on the defensive side of the ball as well. He's kind of their leader, and really how he goes is how their offense goes.
Coach, you look at this year's edition of the TCA Lions, of course, we've had some injuries take place, and I know you're planning on shaking the lineup up a little bit and see what comes out.
Yeah, anytime, you're at this point in the season, you're really, and you've lost some close games here and there, and you're always looking at things you can do to give your team the best chance to win. And, we've had some kids that have stepped up and said, Coach, I'm willing to do whatever, move positions just to help the team win. And that's something you have to have in order just building a good team culture. This week, Will Keltner actually came to me and asked to go to the offensive line to help us out. And, I think that just speaks to who he is and being a team player. And, he's a kid that just wants to help us win, whether he catches a pass or two or, he's blocking his tail off for his teammates. He's going to give us his best effort. And, that's all I can ask as a coach.
Offensively, it's going to be good to have your son, Cade Butler, back in the fold after his knee injury during week 2.
Yeah, we're looking at just some different things to get the offense going. We got some young guys, obviously Cade being back, Cooper Vales as well. Just looking for a little bit of a spark. While they're young, they're very, very capable. I'm confident in both of them, and we'll see both of them get some opportunities. And like I said, they're both freshmen, but at the same time, they're two kids that I think can help us. And so again, we're going to try to do some different things and really kind of build our offense and expand our offense, so to speak, by just kind of putting some guys in different spots.
If TCA can manage to get this win, we'd move to 1-0 in region play, and that certainly puts a different perspective on the entire year to date.
It is. Like I said, you want to win all of them, but especially once you get in region, that's the one that determines your season outcome. And so when we look at, what's in front of us right now, everything's in front of us because we haven't played a region game yet. So this week's big for us.
Coach, keys to victory against the Rebels of Tipton Rosemark.
We want to be efficient on offense. Score or punt, and that's something that honestly we haven't done a lot of either, and a lot of that has to do with penalties and turnovers, and we've got to eliminate those. And so if we can finish each drive with a score or punt that sets up our defense with decent field position and enough of the field to defend, that's what we need to do offensively, and then defensively we have to be sound, limit the big play. A lot of what their offense does is getting Bird the ball in space, and Fullen at quarterback has broken a couple runs, and if you can limit those big plays defensively, I think you've got a good chance to get stops on defense.
Bachman-Turner Overdrive said it best when they said, let's take care of business.
Thank you, Stan.
That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Blake Butler. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on Trinity Christian Academy Television. Back after this.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rosemark, Tennessee. Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard. We get you ready for high school football here tonight as the Lions take on the Rebels of TRA. So it's TCA versus TRA. And we appreciate, again, Blake Butler joining us a few minutes ago and give us his pregame thoughts about this matchup tonight. Stan, some movement for the Lions tonight. Jake Wilson will not play. He's still out with that injury. And there's some movement around, and one piece of the domino affects the other piece of the domino. Give us those updates, if you would.
Well, Keltner's going to go with the offensive line, play right guard, and of course you're going to have Marshall Ray. He was listed as a as a lineman. He's back with a number 15, number 9, so we may see some offense out of him. Diamond, as convoluted, if that's a word, as they may be, let's get you the early region standings. USJ leads the region with a record of 2-0. Jackson Christian and Tipton Rosemark both with 1-0 records. Tipton Rosemark does have a COVID loss, but COVID losses in region don't count. Fayette Academy 1-1 is FACS also 1-1. Harding and TCA have not played a region game. We've got one COVID loss, and Harding Academy, boy, Diamond, they've been the tough luck team of everybody in the West region. They've had 2 COVID losses. But, Diamond, this ball game, I think, is going to end up – I think the winner of this game could very well end up determining at least who finishes third in the region. Conventional wisdom says the USJ Jackson Christian game is going to be the battle for the region championship. Well, I think this is going to be the battle for, at the very least, the number 3 spot in the region. So, not only is it the first region ball game of the year, but it is a huge region game, especially for the psyche of the TCA Lions. They're getting ready to come out on the field about 6 minutes to go before the start of this ball game. And what we're going to do, they're going to have the meeting of the captains first, but a small TCA crowd here, probably about 75 or so, very small stands here, but what they have here at Tipton Rosemark, I know you can't see on camera, but off in the distance behind the visiting bleachers is Tipton Rosemark's own version of the Grove, where you can walk through a line of trees. They've got grills and people barbecuing and whatnot set up. So here at Tipton Rosemark, they have their own version of the Grove, doing a little tailgating before the games. And you tried to get us into it, but they weren't willing with the food.
Have you ever been to the Ole Miss pregame? Absolutely, and I'm a diehard Kentucky fan, as you and Jay both know, and our listeners know. But you need to one time at least go down to the Grove before a Mississippi game. It is absolutely phenomenal.
And you never know. You just might see Archie there.
Yeah, you never know. No doubt about it. Well, Stan, the captain's meeting out at midfield, and we'll look out there and ponder in on those numbers. There's Daniel Wilson, one of the guys. Also out there is Gibson Phillips.
Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you.
Some of the sites is a preseason all-state performer. We'll get the Lions here in just a matter of moments, but the Rosemark Rebels, the Tipton Rosemark Rebels, are decked out in the black pants, the are blue pants. Let's double check that. And then they have those red jerseys with white numbers. One thing that Stan acknowledged when we first arrived here tonight, numbers will not be hard to read tonight because the Lions wearing the white with the purple numbers. Bass is one of those captains out there. But the captain's meeting, the coin toss just taking place. And I think TCA has won the toss, I think. Let's double check here and see.
Well,
and the officials lining up, though. Yeah, Tipton Rosemark is going to, well, they hadn't told us yet.
They've won the toss, and they've elected to receive.
Yeah, they have. And TCA will be defending the goal down to our left. Big ball game because it's the next game, but it's also a big ball game because it is a regional affair. The other captains for the Lions out there, Will Keltner, who's wearing 50. You heard that in the pregame interview. He's moved to lineman now. Also out there was Will Allen Smith and Joshua Todd, one of the guys. And the other big captain was Mr. Bass.
I would be remiss before I checked in. Tyler, Fun Run Moore, checked in, left me a message. He goes, let's go get us some tonight, boys.
Absolutely. We had a little precursor to the national anthem here just a moment ago. The Glee Club up here to our left, they're about to sing the national anthem, and they were outstanding. Stan and I was actually singing along with them. Jay did not.
I think you're actually going to join in with them with the Diamond Dave McCauley singing lessons.
I think that is the case. I think we'll double check here and see what they're going to do before we take our break here and acknowledge what's happening. The Rebels have a big run-through tent down there to the left. They'll be coming out through that in just a matter of moments. The Lions on down to our right, congregating in what would be the north end zone. And they are decked out in those purple breeches tonight with the white jerseys and the purple numbers.
That's west, I think.
Is that west?
Yeah,
well, to me it's
west,
north.
West and east.
Okay, I think it's, it doesn't matter. They're to our right, and Tipton Rosemark is to our left.
I always like to get, because Diamond, you always struggle with the directions at down at the Lions lair.
Yeah, because the sun's
it's a north and south arena.
Yeah, okay, it's west. All right, that's west. Stan was right. Jay, you had to bring
wait a minute.
You had to bring in that he was right.
What was that again? Stan was right. Did I hear that correctly?
I'm still going back to when you talked about your prom dates earlier. Here come the Rebels in the field holding an American flag as they run out through that little tunnel down there. I said tents, actually a big tunnel down there that they're coming out. And a nice crowd here at Tipton Rosemark tonight. Welcome the Rebels into the house. They come in tonight 3-1, 1-0 in region play. Lions coming in at 0-4. And here come the Lions across the way, or there go the Lions anyway. Not a huge road crowd, but a good crowd across the way. Saw J. Lyle Smith and the gang over there earlier.
Quickly before we get the game, let's tell you how Tipton Rosemark's done this season. They started off the season with a 47-0 win over Halls. They lost to Overton 56-22. They defeated Macon Road Baptist 41-7. And they defeated Fayette Academy 42-21. So really, you get TCA with a much more strength of schedule. Let's take a 2-minute break. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
At At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
That my singing lessons have paid off again, but I had nothing to do with that outstanding rendition of the national anthem. Great job, guys and gals. Great job. Again, I'd like to say my singing lessons had something to do with that, but, Jay, I had nothing to do with it. But, boy, that was as good as it gets right there, Stan Gerard.
Always great to hear the national anthem, and always great to get to hear it done live instead of recording the.
And by a great-looking group of young people.
Well, we're just about set for football here in Rosemark, Tennessee. TCA in the purple breeches with the white numbers or white uniforms, purple numbers trimmed in black. The homestanding Rebels, black pants, red uniforms, and white numbers. And we are just about ready for football kicking off at TCA. This is going to be John Mark Willard with the call of the game. Here's the voice of football, Diamond Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Stan. And here's the kick. And it's going to be gathered in down there. And it will be gathered in by Ellis Fuller. He's to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, midfield, 45, 40. One man to beat, and they finally, TCA knocks him out of bounds inside TCA territory at about the 30-yard line. It's going to be right at the 30 and stand. That's about, they got it at the 15. He brings it all the way back down to the 30-yard line of TCA. Came here to the near side. He did something that you teach kids to do in kickoff and punt returns. He went north, in this case, east and west.
55 yards in the kickoff return already. TCA in a hold. Diamond, you remember last year, TCA had a big kickoff return for a touchdown, but boy, not the way you wanted to start off the contest, put your team in a hole. They've got the ball about the 28-yard line, Dave.
They do. It's going to be at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 there. Payne Fullen will be the quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Has a back to his left.
Changing the play.
And he has one receiver here to the near side, actually in a flanker position there, actually. He drops back and throws out in the flat. It is caught, and that catching that ball is Bird. Bird will be pushed back, though, and the TCA line is going to drop him for a loss. Now he scrambles back to near the line of scrimmage, but, boy, did TCA have that covered beautifully.
TCA blitzed both outside linebackers in the play, had that read really well, but you can already see it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play for Bird, but you can see how difficult it was to bring that young man down.
And it will be the ball at the 31, a loss of about a yard. And the gun is Fullen again. He's to the right, or has a running back to his right. One receiver here, near side left. Handoff, running back, crashing his way toward the line of scrimmage, gets across the line of scrimmage and may get to about the 28.
Small gain on that play, pickup of about 3 yards on that play. Here he goes in the replay. Good penetration by the defensive line of TCA there to limit it to what it was, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
So it's 3rd down at about 8. Ball at the 28. Fullen the quarterback in the gun again. One receiver here this way, one far side right, which is the short side of the field. Hash mark right, he's in the gun. Has it, he's going to run out of that. He's got running room to the 25 and scrambles to about the 25. It's going to be 2 down territory that time, Stan. He picks up 3 or 4 yards. It's going to bring up 4th and about a long 3.
No decision to make here on what you're going to do. You're going to go for it deep in their own territory. I don't think they have a kicker that's good from this distance, but it's going to be our first big defensive play of the year. TCA doing a nice job covering that play there.
Devitt is the running back to the left of him. And to a far side right is Bird, the receiver. Has a receiver here to the near side as well. And it's a big play, 4th and 3, deep in TCA territory. Hesitates a little bit and does not get it.
No,
and
sir.
He stopped. The guy that got him wrapped up at the top was Ben Davis. Someone shot through there. Brady Robertson's the guy that got him around the ankles, and then it was Ben Davis, who had a heck of a game last week, and he makes the stop. And the Lions, after giving up a 55-yard kickoff return, And they got it down to the 30, the Rebels did, and the Lions stop him short of the first down.
Well, like I always like to say, Ben Davis, he's so good on the defensive side. They named a high school after him in Indianapolis, Ben Davis, a very good and legendary school in the state of Indiana.
So it will be the ball, where? At the 21-yard line. Had to get to the 20, stop him about a yard short. Well,
here we go.
Butler in there, quarterback, the youngster. Running back to his right. Hands it off, and that is Goodwin. Goodwin, 25-30, 35-40, 45, trying to break it at midfield. He's at the 45-yard line where they finally grab him and tuck him to the turf there. Needham Goodwin playing without his buddy tonight, Jake Wilson, making something magic happen there. And the right side of the offensive line just cleared a big hole for him.
34 yards and the first State Farm first down of the night for the TCA Lions. And, well, it's been a game of big plays. Big plays start the game. Big play for our first play from scrimmage.
Absolutely. 45-yard line, big grumble there by the Lions, and they have it now in TCA territory, hash mark right. It's going to be little Butler, the freshman back there. His grandma and granddad watching tonight. Two receivers far side left, the wide side of the field. One receiver here to the near side. Almost looked like Todd was off sides, but he was not. Goodwin, sweep left. Goodwin, 40. Goodwin, 35. Down to the 30. He's got another Wes Harris State Farm first down. He's at the 30-yard line, moving down about the 29 stand. 2 runs and 2 big ones.
17 yards in the pickup already. 2 carries, 51 yards in our second Wes Harris State Farm replay. Look at this. Got to the edge. Some nice blocking. Look at that block up there up top. Made the key block. Got him an extra 3 or 4 yards off the play. Great blocking downfield from our wide receivers. That's one thing we have excelled at all season long.
In the gun is Butler again, little guy.
Tough as nails, though.
Cade, 5'9", 145, the freshman. He's in that gun. We'll hand it off to Goodwin. Goodwin's hit in the backfield. Now breaks open, though, down to the 25, and he's going to get to the 23. Stanley got something out of nothing there. They had him around the ankles in the backfield, but he was able to keep his balance and get good yardage.
He's got about 6 on that play, 3 carries and 57 yards on the night. This will be TCA's 4th play from scrimmage. So far, TCA very, very efficient as they move the ball down the field.
Well, the defense held the day and did not let them have a first down after a big kickoff return. Now the offense taking over. 2 receivers here to the near side. Todd, the nearest one to us here, right down to my right, moving toward the west end zone. And now we have a flag and illegal motion on the Lions.
That's going to push it back 5, put the ball back about the 27, where it'll be 2nd and long.
Richard Skidmore's tuned in tonight. Just text me. He's listening and watching the game tonight. We appreciate him.
The coach, Ken Northcutt, checking in.
Ken Northcutt, one of my favorites of all time. Well, they moved the ball back to the 28.
Oh, and that's Cooper Vales in there at quarterback, too, now.
Is that Vales? Okay,
yes.
Excuse me. Well, we heard that Vales or Butler would start, so it is Vales back there. All right. Cooper, 5'7", 130, soaking wet. He runs out of that shotgun formation. He's trying to get here to the near side. His speed turns the corner 25-20, and he stumbles and drops down at about the 14 or stand. If he doesn't lose his footing there, he may score.
14-yard pickup for TCA, and another TCA first down by Cooper Vales, West Harris State Farm sponsoring.
Here's that replay. Look at him coming here for you folks watching. I mean, we'll look at that hole. I mean, a wide open bit of greenery there.
Well, slipped a little bit. You know, and now you have a speedy tailback and a quarterback who is fleet of foot as well.
Yep. Cooper back there with Goodwin to his right now. Going to give it to Goodwin. Goodwin is inside the 10. He's down near the 5-yard line.
Wow.
And finally, they bulldog him down at about the 3-yard line. Stand another big run. TCA just head their way. This offensive line. Here's the replay. Watch this. Watch this hole again, Stan, on the replay here.
Left side of the line does a great job. Great penetration. Look at that massive hole. And guess who opened up that hole? Keltner, the man who volunteered to go from running back to the offensive line.
He's down about the 3-yard line where it's going to be first and goal there. The clock running, 7:10. And TCA just chewing up yards as well as the clock here early. Now, here is again running out of the shotgun and moving in. As his Vales in, I think he's in. Yes, he is. A 3-yard scamper. And they say a 4 if you want to be official. So a 4-yard touchdown scamper by Cooper Vales, the freshman, capping off a 79-yard drive. At the 6:55 mark, the Lions have scored first.
Another great job of blocking by the offensive line. There you see Liam Goodwin clearing some space in there. And then we got into a rugby scrum. Cooper Vale's not a big kid, went up against one of their bigger boys, had enough push to get in for the 6.
John Mark Willard in to attempt the PAT. Will Allen Smith. You love those kids with 3 names, don't you? Here's the snap back, ball down, kick up, and that kick is good. It's 7-0 at the 6:55 mark. The Lions have moved down
is
in
this
front.
the first time we've led all year?
I think it is. I think you're right.
Wow.
7-0. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We're back after this on the TCA Football Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Well, Diamond Dave, it is TCA 6 plays and just under 80 yards for the touchdown. Offensive line dominating the game on that drive. Liam Goodwin, 4 rushes for 72 yards. Cooper Vales did the rest. He had 2 rushes for 18, and the all-important score gives TCA their first lead of the night.
Here's the kick. It's a low scribber and filled it about the 25-yard line. I thought he might have hit the knee on the turf.
I was just getting ready to say.
May not have. And scampering back up to about the 34-yard line.
Let's take a look at that on the replay.
Bringing that back is Aiden Podeski.
And we're going to see if we can see that on the replay. He bobbles the ball here at the, well, we missed it, but just a little bit afterwards. But still, good job of TCA covering that ball, and they're going to start 1st and 10, about the 34-yard line.
About the 34, the red and blue, the blue britches out there with those red helmets, red jerseys with white numbers. And they'll send a receiver far side right, one in the slot there to the right as well. And Fulham, the quarterback, claps those hands in that shotgun. Now he doesn't even get the snap. Play instructions from the bench over here as they change in the play, I think.
Blitz.
He has it. Throws out in the flat real quick, and it's caught. They're trying to get isolated out there. Bird trying to scamper his way around would-be tacklers. And finally the Lions did a pretty good job. Ben Davis had a beat on him and couldn't get him down, and he's able to turn the right corner and get a few yards. Get about 3, Stan. It's going to be 2nd and 7 up to about the 36.
Boy, you can see the athleticism of Tyler Bird. If that name's familiar, he's off the basketball team. You got to keep this guy hemmed in because you can already tell if he gets into open space, he is going to be a load to bring down.
No doubt about it. And it will be now Fulton in that gun again. Hash mark right this time. Short side of the field is toward the TCA bench in the crowd over there. And more people have made the way here, about an hour and 15 minutes from the campus. Fulton, play fake, has it, and Ben Davis has him at the 35. He just tucked him right to the turf. Ben Davis has developed into one of the great defensive players on this team this season, Stan.
I want you all to look at this play here. He's threatening the blitz. He's sneaking up. He comes in, takes on the wing back, fights through a double team, and then bulldogs him down to the ground with a 2-point takedown.
I mean, he really has developed. I mean, last week he had a spectacular game, although the Lions lost. You can tell he's just having fun out there playing. So it's third down.
Hip toss.
3rd down and 8. Fulton in the gun again, and the Lions trying to stop him, make them punt it, and get maybe decent field position.
I think that the TCA threatening a blitz is causing them some issues.
3 down lineman. Fulton runs right, runs by a couple people, and I think he's going to be stopped just short, hopefully, about a yard short. He got a lot of that, though, 2nd and 3rd effort, and they're going to move it up to about the 43. He's going to be about a yard short. Interesting call here. Do the Rebels dare go for it, Stan?
Yeah, we went in. Our contained people took an inside rush, and he was able to get to the edge. Good, hard run there by Fulton. Knocked out just short of the 1st down.
Well, TCA leads the game 7-0. 4:45 left in the first, and the Rebels are going for it at their own 43, 4th and a yard.
Huge play.
Fulton stands up, looks over toward the bench. TCA threatening the blitz here. Ben Davis was coming on the right side. 3 down linemen again. Backers peering right in over those rear ends there. Now they move the running back, Devitt, to the right. And they have a receiver here to the left. It's Fulton, and he got it. I mean, second half. The Lions think they stopped him, but no, they're going to give him the 45. And Stan, I had the best look in the house right at it, and he did get it by about a half a yard.
Yeah, the only people that had a better look than you did was be our fans at home. Good push by the Tipton Rosemark line. He was met initially by Bass there, but had enough forward progress to get that first down by inches, and their first down of the ball game.
Rook Stevens was in the area as well. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 45, just short of the 45, the nose of the football is. And Fullen, a good-looking quarterback. Payne Fullen, the senior. And doubles here to the near side. Looks this way, throws this way. A Bird on the slant end. Bird caught it. He's loose at midfield, trying to get here to the near side. Turns the corner at the 45, at the 40. Tiptoeing his way down inside where they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Stan, slant end pattern. And the Lions did not defend that very well. And Bird, you can tell they want to get that ball to him. As I said a moment ago, every chance they get.
Well, you can look at it on the replay here. Couple 3 missed tackles on there. And this kid, good speed, good size, and very, very strong. Should have been out at the 36. But we'll take the 38.
All right. Hand off this time, new running back in there. That's going to be Alexander No Blue. And Blue runs it inside the 35. He's down to the 33. I watched him during warm-up, Stan. He is a specimen. He is a really good-looking running back.
And he's going to pick up about 8 yards on that. This is one thing about this Rosemark team. Their skill players are all good size young men. I don't know what they're feeding them, but I need me to get some of those groceries like they have.
Blue is back there, moves to the right now, Fullen. That's a pickup of about 7. It's 3rd and a long 3. Clock running at the 2:45 mark. In a 7-0 TCA lead, but Tipton Rosemark's got the momentum. They give it this time. Blue again. Blue's got the first down as he plunders his way literally inside the 30 to about the 29. A little extra curricular activity going on back in the backfield after that.
Needham Goodwin and John Mark Willard in on the tackle for TCA here. You can look at him, just a big run. We met him good, but look at the strength of Blue there. And after contact, he gained 3 yards.
I watched him during the warm-ups, as we said earlier. He is a really good-looking athlete.
Just short of the first down. This will be 3rd
I thought he
inches.
Had it. 3rd and inches. Yeah, I apologize.
Now they're moving forward.
Yeah, I thought he got it. Now they're going to stop just a moment and move the chains. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 29, just inside the 30. Fullen looks right, throws right, caught. Boy, oh boy, Nick Wilson had a beat on that. It almost had the interception, but it's caught downfield at about the 25. Blue caught it, and Stan, boy, if Nick was just a little taller, he might have picked that off.
Only about a 3-yard pickup. TCA well defended this particular play. 2-step drop, a little look in, caught, and bam, we were right on him there.
Wilson had it covered. He just wasn't tall enough to go get it.
Just wasn't tall enough, but good job limiting it to only a 3-yard gain.
Jay Cashin, our producer-director tonight, as we wind it down in a quickly played first quarter here at Tipton Rosemark. Lions lead 7-0. Now we have movement. They looked over this time to the bench to get the call as they were calling the maybe a audible there.
Oh, it's against them.
Oh, is it?
Left guard moved on that play. So it's going to push Tipton Rosemark back about 5 yards, and it's going to make it 2nd down and 11.
Nick, Jay just pointing out, Nick is just 5'7". That's why he couldn't climb the ladder. I'm sorry? Nick Jones. What did I call him earlier? Wilson, Nick Wilson. It's Jake Wilson and Nick Jones. Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? Thanks, Jay. That's why Jay's paid the big bucks. He keeps us straight, too. So that brings it back now to 2nd.
2nd and 11.
And 11. That hurts Rosemark. Let's see if the Lions can make them pay. Fullen runs out of there and looking for a block. And, boy, he's cut down.
Maybe 1 yard.
Goodwin was there, made an outstanding play. And in on the play, too, a couple of other Lions were there with him, but Goodwin just made a shoestring ankle, great tackle. You can see it here. Watch this tackle, Stan.
They did a good job. They moved Blue in as a blocking back, straight run. TCA a little late. Well, they got there on time. A great job coming in late. And who was that diamond?
There was 3. It was Goodwin that got there first. Yeah,
Goodwin doing a good job from the cornerback position. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Johnny Rebs.
Got a yard back.
I don't know if they're the Johnny Rebs, but I generally say that a lot.
Here's Fullen with the big guy Blue to his left. And the Lions trying to stop him here, down to 10 seconds. Fullen drops back, wants to throw, does throw. Is caught, but it's going to be no gain at all. Outstanding play there. And Will Keltner made a great tackle at the point of attack. And with 3.7, he drops him at the 30. And it's basically 4th and 10. Make it 4th and 9.
And this is another play. They're going great job. TCA almost got the sack, forced him to throw early. And, boy, our pass defense, Johnny on the spot there. And it's going to bring up 4th and 10. We've come to the end of the first quarter play. Our score at the end of one, TCA 7 and Tipton Rosemark 0. A 1-minute break on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As we begin second quarter play, Tipton Rosemark is facing a 4th, short 11, long 10, USJ 7, Jackson Christian 3. 42 seconds to go in the first quarter of that game.
Massive crowd there at Ronnie Fowler Field. 30-yard line, Stantoya, 4th and almost 11. The Tipton Rosemark, the TRA against the TCA defense. Goin and Keltner talking it over back there. He's hit and it's picked off. That's got to be Keltner. Keltner, 25, 30, 35, and he's up across the 35. He was hit hard right when he unloaded. Ben Davis is the guy that hit him, and then it was picking it off.
Here's the replay.
That was Keltner, wasn't it?
Ben Davis just comes through here like a bull in China. Bam!
That's the second time he has fought off a would-be blocker.
I mean, he is on a man with a mission, and that was a hit with some violence to it.
37-yard line, the Lions will have it there. Keltner huffing and puffing a little bit as he goes back to the offensive line now.
He's got a right to be tired after that.
And Ben Davis, what made that so spectacular was he just fought off the would-be blocker who was bigger than him.
See, we've done a good job all night putting pressure on Fulham.
Doubles far side right. Hash mark left, the ball at the 37. Running out of that is Vales. Vales will run to the right. He's to the 40, to the 45, breaks it at midfield, and finally lassoed down by Tyler Bird, although he does get into Tipton Rosemark territory at the 47-yard line.
15-yard pickup by Super Cooper Vales on the play. He's got 33 yards on 3 carries. And Diamond, here's the deal here with a West Harris State Farm first down. Tipton Rosemark has not seen this on film.
No, that's right.
This is Cooper's first action at QB.
You stole my thunder. It had been Needham Goodwin there, then Wilson there a couple of times. Ben Davis has actually played quarterback a handful of times, but Vales is the guy doing it right now.
Look out.
Off Goodwin, breaks a tackle. 45-40, 35-30. On his feet inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line he scrambles, and he hit that hole. And this offensive line again, Stan, is just having their way with the D-line of Tipton Rosemark right now.
Another West Harris State Farm first down. Needham Goodwin, folks, get a load of this. 5 carries, 96 yards unofficially for the senior.
Man, what some blocking there we'll try to get all those names in for you.
I'm glad they
grief.
I'm glad they looked at one of my old blocking highlight videos this week.
I'm sure that's what turned the tide, no doubt about it. The ball at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 there. That's a West Harris State Farm Insurance first down run. And we have whistles before the snap. I think you get offsides, I think, on Tipton Rosemark.
Offsides, the call, and it's going to be 1st and 5, TCA.
Watching the sideline official here. He's the one that gave the early call. And that'll move it down to the 23. Will remain first down, but now just 1st and 5.
What do they call it in the pros? Encroachment?
Encroachment, yep.
I like offsides better.
I do too. At the 23, 1st and 5, 10:35 clock running. The Lions are running right now, and I'm running for hot dogs for the staff here during the break.
You the man.
It will be Vales running out of the shotgun. What a look. Oh, man, then he's hit hard. He darted to the right and then just without even stopping went back left. Maybe he should have kept running right, Cooper, if they got him down right at about, although he does pick up a yard or two. Pick up a 2. It's going to be down at the 21, and it's going to be now second and about, well, no, excuse me. He only got half a yard, if that. Yeah, it's going to be second down and a good 3.
Cole Divitt on the tackle for Peabody.
3 or 4.
Yeah,
got a
Cooper
yard.
Vales, 4 carries, 34 yards. So TCA already over 100 yards of rushing offense on the night with 9:52 and counting in our first half of action.
The Rebel coaching staff, like you, Stan, has to be scratching their heads, as you brought up earlier. They hadn't seen this on film. Handoff, good one.
On the hole.
Look at that hole. He is through the line of scrimmage down to the right and scurries all the way inside the 10.
He's
down about the 8-yard line. You'll see it here on the replay. Jay Cashin doing a great job of this. Look at this. Great job, Jay, as he will give it to Goodwin. Goodwin does a little stutter step, and look at that gap there that he just exploded through, untouched until he got inside the 10-yard line. And a good tackle there, but not before the Lions get another Wes Harris State Farm Insurance first down.
That's number 7, and Needham Goodwin over 100 yards, unofficially 111.
First and goal. Here's the handoff to Goodwin this time, crunching his way down inside the 5, and they're going to push him back. He's still on his feet. They finally get him down. And the Lions knocking on the door again. They already lead the game 7-0, down to the 2.
Pickup of 718 on 7 carries. TCA knocking on the door with under 9 minutes and counting. TCA with a very Union City-like drive these first so far this night.
Good analogy. So it's second and goal at the 2. Clock running 8:45. The Lions chewed up some time on that first drive, which was a 79-yard drive. And now, Stan, they took the ball at the 37, so this is going to be a nice long drive, too, if they can punch
yards,
it in. Yep. Here's Vales in that gun again, little guy. And he'll hand it off, and Goodwin's hit in the backfield and then stopped and then plunges forward.
He's going to pick up a yard,
He
Dave.
picks up a yard and gets down to the 1, and what he should have been stopped back at about the 5-yard line.
Look at this great second effort.
He has great balance. Watch his balance here, Stan, after he's hit.
Good initial push by line. Good job by the Tipton Rosemark guy getting through. Couldn't wrap up. Escaped. Hit a second time. Breaks that tackle. And he knocks his own man back a couple of yards as you see him diving down to the 1.
You know who leads the nation in yards after being hit at the collegiate level?
Needham Goodwin?
Chris Rodriguez of the Kentucky Wildcats. And that's what Goodwin did there. Here is Cooper Vales. Vales is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions!
He wasn't even touched, Diamond.
From 2 yards out, Cooper Vales just scurries right in there. That right side of that line just exploding and annihilating the line of the Tipton Rosemark Rebels. And right now it's the Lions up 13-zip.
Long snap count, direct snap. He just took it. Look at Needham Goodwin with the seal block. Great seal block by Needham Goodwin there. He got to the edge by the wingback, turned in and sealed, and that's why Cooper Vales was untouched. Great job, Needham Goodwin.
63-yard drive, and here's the PAT by John Mark Willard, and it is good. It's 14-0 Lions. And right now, close to dominating this thing early, but we are still early. 7:44 left in the first half, and the Lions lead 14-0 back after this 30 on the TCA Football Network.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Kurt Gehring and the folks at West Tennessee Bank, one of the great sponsors of TCA Athletics on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Could be a big night, and it's early in both games. Could be a big night for Diamond Day tonight. TCA leads 14-0. Yanks leading at Fenway 7-zip. But it is early.
Yeah,
It is early. And our bullpen can give up some runs. But I'd take a 7-0 lead.
They've been watching Cubs highlights.
Stan, really, yeah. How about the Cardinals winning their 13th in a row today? My goodness.
It's a doubleheader tonight, isn't it?
It is. It's a 7-inning doubleheader, yes. Cardinals, the hottest team in baseball.
So the major leagues have finally put on the dresses and gone to 7-inning double headers.
Well, you're just mad at baseball. I still love baseball. Baseball. 14-0. Here's Mark Willard's kick. And gathered in down to about the 10-yard line. 15, 20, 25. That's going to be Bird. Bird bringing it back. And Bird is hit as he crosses the 30-yard line and knocked backwards there at about the 32. And the line's making a good stop there in the presence of one. Gavin Crawford made the stop.
Well, this kid, he's just on the verge of breaking it every time he
He's
touches the ball at the 11. Straight up the gut. There's an initial hit by Ben Davis. Slowed him down just enough that we're able to get in there with multiple guys on the tackle. And there's a little holding on the kick return team that the officials did not pick up. Tipton Rosemark kid had one of our guys drag him by the back of the jersey.
Good Rebel team, and right now TCA is probably playing their best football they played all year. This first half has been their best all season. Fullen in the shotgun. Back to his right. And receivers each way. Short side of the field here near the press box. Fullen looks, wants to throw on the fly pattern, trying to go down to Bird. Bird incomplete. And a flag coming down as they get tied, impeding his progress at midfield. And I have to be honest with you, Stan, we'll watch it. I thought he did hold him a little bit near midfield. Let's wait and see if I'm right or wrong.
Delayed blitz by TCA.
Doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong, but watch this. See if we pick it up here. It's at the bottom of the screen, and it was right before you saw that.
Well,
I think he sort of got a hand on his jersey there.
That's not. It wasn't much though. It was not much.
Unfortunately for TCA though, the official had a great look at it though.
Second first down of the night for Rosemark.
41-yard line, first down for the Rebels. The hospitality here is always excellent, and we look forward to being here from time to time. As the Lions, it is one of the nicest press boxes we work in. It's
a lot of elbow
nice room, yeah. 7:15, clock running. You're listening to TCA football tonight on a lot of different venues, radio, internet, Facebook, you name it. Here's the handoff and moving his way up to about the 43 or 4. That's going to be
Devitt,
D-E-V-I-T-T, just the way it sounds.
Marshall Ray on the tackle for TCA.
Marshall Ray wearing a different number tonight, isn't he?
He's back to his original number.
Back to 15. He was wearing, 54? Is that right?
Sounds about right.
Yep. Car 54, where are you? You got to really be old to remember that. And it's going to be...
Who was the star of that show? Herman Munster.
Herman Munster. We're dating ourselves.
Matter of fact, the two Munsters were in the stars of that show.
Two Munsters here in the press box. Fulham will run out of that shotgun and turns the corner, breaks a tackle, and gets up near midfield. Boy, the Lions stand, even when we've given up a few yards, Brady Robertson's the guy that impeded his progress and knocked him down enough that he lost his balance. Gets up to midfield. It's third down. It's two-down territory, here. Watch this. Look at Brady.
Oh.
Well, actually, let's see. That was Brady there on the last stop. There's someone else darted through there. That looks like Cooper Vales got through there and hit him first.
Diamond Dave into the first quarter play. Lake County 6, Peabody 3.
Oh, my goodness. I heard Coach Jacobs talk today about how good Lake County was, and I thought he's just doing coach talk. Lake County is good. They have some athletes, but you would think Peabody would go in there and just take care of business.
That thing is at Lake County, I believe,
too. It is in Tiptonville, yes. One of your favorite places to go.
Hush.
And it will be some movement. Well, that was a fire drill that went wrong there.
Diamond, I believe they call that backfield in motion.
You can do that in the Canadian League, but you can't do it at the TSSAA level. They'll move the ball back. So the Rebels shoot themselves in the foot a little bit, and they move the ball back to the 45. They have to get to TCA's 49, so it's 3rd and 6.
That's twice now that they've shot themselves in the foot when they've had inches to go for a first down. They've had to push it way back.
And Stan, this is the third time. They've had good field position at times in this game after the 55-yard kickoff. Then they had it a moment ago down at the 30 when Keltner picked off the pass.
Look, we're threatening a blitz again on the corners, and that's giving them all sorts of worry.
They give it to Bird. Bird has opening room, 50, 45. He's got the first down to TCA's 45-yard line. That's Blue,
11-yard pickup for Mr. Blue on the play. He's got 20 yards on 3 carries. That's the third first down of the night. So, thanks to Patrick Bunch, the coach, for that score. Boom, baby.
So the ball will be at the 44-yard line of the Lions. 1st and 10 for Fullen and company. Good-looking athlete. Payne Fullen. Has the snap in the gun, throws it on the little fly pattern out there, and it's caught.
Uh-oh.
That is Bird catching it. Bird inside the 35. I don't mean to be redundant, but we said about the fourth time now. Yeah, they're trying to isolate him, Stan. Here's a good look at it. Got a blocker in front of him, and I'll let you take over there, sir.
Well, they pull the offensive lineman to the right, come back to the throw to the left, and 15-yard pickup for Mr. Bird, and another first down for Tipton Rosemark.
Yeah, that block got him about 8 more yards.
What is it, about the 29-yard line?
It's at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Hash mark left. Blue to the right of Fullen. Bird far side left. Fullen's going to run out of there, look for the block. He's got big room. 35, 30, 25, 20. Down inside the 20, inside the 15, and down to the 11-yard line. He's able to actually get, and it's going to be 1st and 10 there. They can get a first down without scoring, I think, at the 11, yes.
18-yard pickup, 8 carries, 35 yards, 5 first downs tonight. Scoring update, USJ 14, Jackson Christian 10. And Jackson Christian with the ball at their own 20-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, and with 4:05 to go, TCA leads 14-0. Let's take a quick 30. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Well, Diamond over at Ronnie Fowler Field, they're putting up some points to the board. USJ leads that game. TCA with a 14-0 lead, 4:05 to go in the first half. But the Rebs are threatening.
Yeah, they have it 1st and 10 at the TCA 11, 4:05 in the half. Been a good ball game to call thus far. And Fullen in that gun at the 11. Receiver far side left.
Changing the play once again.
Yep, sure are. Making sure they, after they look at the TCA defense, what they want to do. 3 down linemen from the Lions. Fullen will run out of that shotgun. Sidesteps a would-be tackler and dances in. Touchdown.
Boy, TCA went blitz that way. And a little chicken talk going on there. Needs to back off. But TCA went on a blitz here. Fullen well cut the inside. And in for the touchdown. And the Rebs are on the board after the 11-yard Payne Fullen touchdown run.
And to attempt the PAT anyway will be Nathan Washington. Sam Cannon, great football name, Sam Cannon. He'll be the holder, and the kicker will be Nathan Washington.
His grandfather, Billy Cannon, used to be a quarterback for the Bears.
Halloween run, LSU against Ole Miss, way back when. One of the great SEC plays of all time. Probably not related, but nice to think that anyway. Yeah. Well, Cannon to hold, Washington to attempt the PAT.
We got a chance to block this from our defensive right side.
Snap back, ball down. Kick up, kick, good. It's going to be 14-7, as not that they were ever out of it, but the Rebels are right back in it, so to speak. At 3:58, it's a 14-7 game back after this 30 on the TCA Football Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Diamond, I was not a math major in college.
Well, we're only a yard off. 60. We have it now a 66-yard drive. That is unofficial, by the way. 3:58 will stand. An impressive drive by TRA.
Well, you knew you weren't going to contain them all night long. Hardin County leads McNary 14-0 in their ball game.
No surprise there.
No, not a big surprise. Only surprise, it's not even more. Union City leads Ripley 7-6, 3.5 to go in the first quarter of that game.
Lions return home next week. Harding Academy, airtime 6:30. Kickoff at 7 o'clock from the Lions lair. First things first, though, they've got a fight on their hands here at TRA, 14-7.
Henry County leads South Gibson 3-0 in that game.
And Washington to kick it away. Back deep for the Lions, and we're all the way up at our 30-yard line. Here's a low scribber, and it's going to be fielded here at the 40s at Vales. Vales at midfield, and boy, he got there quick. They dash him, or he dashes up there, and then they knock him down at the 47. Stan, he caught that ball on a dribble at the 35, and he was across midfield in about 2 seconds. That's amazing.
A little short kick.
Watch this.
On the 3 bouncer there at the 39-yard line.
He's got some motors.
I mean, he was at full speed in 2 steps.
Yeah, he really was.
All the way down to the 47.
TCA with great field position. Let's mark it at the 48 for you folks keeping score at home. And if you're keeping score at home, you probably need counseling.
No, that just shows you're into the game.
353, 48-yard line.
If you're statting this game at home, you are a football fan.
I used to stat baseball listening on the radio. I kept my own scorebook.
That's psychotic, but.
Yeah, it is. Bales runs out of that gun. He's got some running room, and then a nice tackle as they tuck him to the turf at about the – I thought he's going to get more, Stan. He gets 2 to the 46.
Well, they got him from behind.
Yeah, but he really had the motor running that time as well. But linebacker shot through there and got him.
Here he is trying to get to the edge. Needham Goodwin tries to seal block there. But number 44 with the from the behind tackle.
Robert Teams.
Teams makes the tackle, and it's 2nd and 8.
That's a great tackle. He gets more.
Yep.
46-yard line, hash mark right, 2nd and 8 for the TCA Lions, leading 14-7. Handoff Goodwin, nothing. He's able to get back the line of scrimmage and maybe salvage a yard out of that to the 45. But, boy, they hit him in the backfield, didn't they?
Pushing the pile forward for a yard. Slowly but surely now you've seen Tipton Rosemark now make a couple of adjustments. They blitzing outside guy, crash in there, and that caused the short gain. It will be 3rd and about short 7, long 6.
Thomas Patton wasn't the first guy there, that big D line. Look at him, number 78, but he was able to finish him off there. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 6. And the Lions, would it be 2-down territory if they don't make this? We'll wait and see. Ben Davis, far side right. 2 receivers here to the near side. Dropping back, Vales throws out here in the flat, and TCA's got to pick that up. And they did not blow the whistle, and good job by Brady Robertson, or that might have been called a lateral. It's very close, Stan.
It's going to be a loss, and it was a lateral on the play. Loss of
Blake
about
Butler.
4.
Look at Blake across the way. He is really upset. Yeah,
that's John Mark Willard.
That's behind him. That's definitely what it's a free football, Stan, wasn't it? You called it.
Yep, it's going to be a loss of 4. That is a rushing attempt, by the way, for John Mark Willard.
He's averaging about 37 yards per punt. I think they're just going to bring Goodwin out, and Goodwin's going to punt out of that short formation. Needham, quarterback, running back, defensive back, you name it, linebacker. Now he's just going to punt it real quick. Yep, and a nice punt. It sails way back there, and it's going to be dying at about the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 there.
Well, great punt. Averaging about 38 on the season. First time Tipton Rosemark has stopped us all night, and we're going to see if the TCA defense can rise to the occasion after Tipton Rosemark scored on their last series. $1:53 to go in our first half of play. TCA leads this ball game by a score of 14-7.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm going to get the hot dogs. You get to go home and go to bed. Jay gets to go home and go to bed. I got to go home and write a volleyball story and then do a college game tomorrow.
You've always got to go out and take care of some business at halftime anyway. So it's right next door. So
I'm looking forward to those dogs Jay told me about.
Woof, woof.
Here's Fullen in the gun. 1st and 10. The ball actually at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. Fullen drops, wants to throw, does throw. Underneath, pass is caught by Bird, shakes off a couple tackles, breaks another tackle. He's on his feet. 40, 45. You see why they want to get the ball to him up to the 47-yard line. And Stan, TCA had him defended well, and yet he just made a spectacular, 2 or 3 spectacular moves. You'll see it on the replay. And Stan, he makes people miss as good as anyone we've seen this year.
30-yard pickup for
Look
the
at
young
this.
man.
Watch this.
Man.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people had shots at him, and finally able to hang on is Needham Goodwin there.
He's got 5 receptions for 60 yards, Dave.
Ball at the 47-yard line. That's a big pickup. And it will be 1st and 10 at hash mark right below me here. Fullen in that gun. Drops. Wants to throw. Does throw. Finds Bird again. Same play. Keeps his balance, but TCA there to cover him up at midfield, and he's out of bounds at about the 49-yard line.
Pickup of about 3 on the play.
Goodwin, Davis, and Robertson to make the stop. Excuse me.
I almost think you're going to have to double team this guy.
Yep.
Play one guy right up on him, bust him right at the line, and then have somebody playing soft off him to help mop up the play.
He's been the one-man show thus far for him, hasn't he?
You take him out of the equation, and it's a whole different ball game.
52 seconds left. Actually, 53. Let's keep it here. We'll get caught up on our commercial commitments. Well, TCA was able to get out to a 7-0 lead on a Vales 4-yard run, capping off a 79-yard. That's after the defense had stepped up and held them after a 55-yard kickoff return by TRA. And then the Lions get on the board again at the 7:44 mark at the second quarter. A 63-yard drive made it 14-0. That's after Keltner had set things up with an interception, and then an 11-yard Fullen run, and now it's 14-7 right now. Stan, who is our second touchdown? That was a run by
both of them were by
Vales.
Cooper Vales.
Yeah, that one was with 11 yards out. Failed to write that down, and my memory is escaping me. Well, 52 seconds left. That's sort of the bad news for TRA, but the good news is they're really playing some steady football here in the second stanza.
Hardin County now leads McNary 23-0 in that contest. Davidson Academy and NSC tied at 7 in that ball game.
All right, here we go with 52.9 seconds left. The ball right at midfield, the nose of it, right on the line. Here's Fullen. Fullen, tight formation, 2 receivers here, the near side, short side of the field. Let's see if he looks this way again. He does. Bird is and now they're going to go deep, trying to up and incomplete. Pass down there for Ellis Fullen, and great coverage by Nick Jones. And also back there was who is that dropping back there with Jones? We'll get his number here in a matter of moments as he turns this way. That's Todd down there, isn't it? Yep. Todd and Jones had him covered, as you like to say, like the
morning dew.
Morning dew.
Here's a score, kind of a surprising score at the end of one. West Carroll 7, McKenzie 7.
How about that? That's sort of a shocker thus far.
Silverdale, here's an upset. Silverdale leads DCA 28-7. You remember how rudely we were treated over at DCA? They had their way with us last year, but they're getting thumped tonight early.
In the ball game will be Gavin West. He comes in and looked like shaking up there. I think that's Devitt that came out with the directing traffic around. And here's the 3rd down and 7, the ball near midfield. And Fullen, low snap, plucks it up out of there, throws it on the fly pattern, trying to get Bird down there, and Bird caught it. Bird caught it inside the 20. He's going to score.
Yep.
He beat Todd and Jones. He got away. And Stan, again, Bird is the guy, and it is a 50-yard strike. Fullen to Bird. And Bird is absolutely flying high, although he spells it B-Y-R-D.
Yeah, and
it's
the thing
14-13. We had him well covered.
It wasn't bad coverage.
Great coverage.
He just, he's got that great vertical leap, was able to go against the shorter TCA defender to get the score. And you can just see, you get Bird, a basketball athlete, coming out for football, and you just see the kind of difference those type of athletes can make.
Here's a bad snap, but a great hole there by Cannon. The ball was snapped actually to his side. He got it down, though, and then Washington knocks it through. And this game is tied, ladies and gentlemen, at 14-14. TCA better figure out a way to cover Bird, or this could be a long second half. 36 seconds left in the half. Yep.
Blitz, and blitz. I mean, if you can't cover him, blitz to where they can't get the ball to him.
And TCA made some adjustments, had 2 people on him. They still couldn't stop him.
Well, you just got to bust him right at the line of scrimmage. You basically get a free shot at the line of scrimmage, so you got to take it. Here's the score. Melrose 8, Haywood 0.
How about that?
First quarter.
Melrose and Haywood. Haywood had their way with Milan last week.
O'Brien leads Chester County 13-7. McKenzie now with the 14-7 lead over West Carroll.
Washington to kick it away here with 36.8 seconds left. Lions need a big return and maybe some explosive plays of their own to close it out. That didn't take them long.
We're looking for an onside kick, Diamond.
They being Tipton Rosemark. Washington. And he kicks it away. Todd's going to run up under it at about the 27. He's to the 30, sidesteps the defender, and is knocked out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. That's not Todd, that's Vales, excuse me. 6, not 16.
Vales, nice low return there, and TCA once again, great field position at the 40. Into the first quarter, Westview 7, Southside 0.
So, Mr. Simpson, that's Westview. Mr. Simpson headed to Alabama. Rewriting the record books up in Martin, Westview, the son of the UTM coach who had a big win the other day. Heard that Tom Britt had retired as a longtime voice of the Skyhawks. He was the second oldest or second runningest, longest tenure is what I'm trying to say in the nation behind Penn State's announcer.
That did not know that.
And he retired, yep.
Lausanne leads Humboldt 14-0, 5 or just about 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Tom may be listening.
That action.
One of my best friends. Got me in the business years ago, told me not to get in it, and I did it anyway. Vale's running right, throwing right, and it's caught out there. Is that Brady Robertson that caught it? Yeah, bam! And he's at the 45-yard line. He's hit hard there. That pass or that snap was okay, but
who got that? 6-yard pickup?
Well, let's see. I thought
that was 17.
That's going to be 17. That was not. I apologize.
I don't have a 17
Brady
on the
Robertson.
roster.
I don't have a 17 either. Jay can help us out. He's the man.
Going to be a 7-yard pickup, nevertheless. TCA calls the timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Let's go ahead and keep it here with 20 seconds. Diamond, TCA, if they want to get in field goal range, going to have to get down to about the 20 for a reasonable chance at a field goal. 37 is going to be about on the outer edges of our field goal range tonight.
John Mark has a couple of 32s.
Yeah, so I feel comfortable anywhere from 35 on in. Under 40, it would be a fairly makeable kick.
Well, that kick he kicked at home the other night, there was 32 yards. That was good. That thing could have gone another 10 yards, but that's maybe wishful thinking here tonight.
And absolutely no wind here tonight either.
Beautiful night as the temperature now. Let's check that temp for you here as we approach halftime.
Riverside leads Camden 14-0. And Ripley now leads Union City 14-7, 44 seconds to go in the first.
67 degrees right now, although it feels a little nippier than that. The ball at the 46. I was hoping it would stay down in the 60s and 70s tomorrow with a college game tomorrow at 1:30. But it looks like it's going to climb up near 80. I've got the air conditioner in the booth turned, Jay, way, way down. It's like 50 degrees in there.
Hanging some meat?
Absolutely. 46-yard line. Vales drops back, looks, throws on the fly pattern. Got a man down there, incomplete.
Just overthrown.
Overthrown, and then they got back in covering.
And that's going to bring up a second, or actually 3rd and 4 with 15 seconds to go.
Well, the Lions go for it. 3rd down now and 4 from the 46. And now the clock, the biggest stat here, 15.2.
TCA with 1 timeout remaining.
Great job there again with Jay on that replay. As you see some of the folks that make it possible to bring you TCA football, Deaton's Carpet One, Snookums, Man's Wrecker, and Foundation Bank up there right now.
Dog and Pony Show, Huntington
Bales
15.
drops back, throws incomplete. Short arm that one that time. Todd tried to come up with it. And down to 11 seconds, and now 4th and 4, and the Lions are going to have to punt it.
Thought I had a little more time.
Who do you think might drop back and receive this punt? I'll give you 2 guesses, and the first one doesn't count.
Well, I don't know if I wouldn't take the ball and go around left and try and make some hay.
Mr. Bird is standing back near the 35, and they're telling him what to do there. I'd kick it away from him, I know that.
Huntington leads Milan 15-6 in that contest.
Well, some surprising scores thus far tonight.
Yep.
Well, Goodwin will stand near his 40. He'll knock it down there, and Bird's backtracking a little bit. Now they go with the reverse. They're not punting it after all. Todd running this way. Todd to midfield. Todd to the 45. He's going to be hit and knocked back there. But, hey, I like the call. Down to 1 second, bang, it's over, and the Lions go for it. But the Rebels stop them. We're at halftime. Your score. We're right back where we started from. It's all knotted up at 14 all. A 2-minute break. We'll be back. Stan will have stats and more scores after this on the TCA Football Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
After TCA ran out to a 14-0 lead, the second quarter belonged to Tipton Rosemark. They've tied this game at 14. My name's Stan Jarrell alongside Diamond Dave McCulley, and we're here in Rosemark, Tennessee for what's turned out to be a good ball game between a couple of exciting teams. Well, it's kind of a TCA against a one-man show, and we'll get to that later. Here's some unofficial team stats tonight. Rosemark, 72 yards on 16 rushes. TCA, 162 yards on 17 rushes. TCA, 0 yards through the air, 162 total. Rosemark with 123 yards in the air. They have 195 yards of total offense to our 162. They've got 6 first downs to our 8 first downs. Tipton Rosemark, unofficial stats of the night. Blue, 3 rushes for 20 yards. Devitt, 2 rushes for 6. And Payne Fullen, 9 rushes for 46 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, it's been Bird, 7 receptions, 113 yards. He's got 1 score. The last one was the deadly one. It was the 50-yard. Blue with 1 reception for 3 yards. And number 17, who we do not have on our roster, has a reception for them as well. For TCA, unofficially, it's Willard, 1 rush for -4. They wanted to call that a pass. It was actually a lateral, so that counts as a rushing stat. Joshua Todd, 9 yards. Cooper Vales, 6 carries, 37 yards. He's got both TCA touchdowns on a run of 4 and a run of 1. Needham Goodwin, 9 carries for 120 yards. Had 118 in his first 7, so his last 2 carries only 1 yard each. TCA, no yards passing, and 8 first downs, sponsored by State Farm and West Harris. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have scores from around West Tennessee. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
Welcome back to TCA coverage of TCA football right here on the Trinity Christian Academy Broadcast Network. We're at the half, and TCA and Tipton Rosemark tied at 14. TCA out to a 14-0 lead in that game. TCA dominating the game early with their rushing attack. Tipton Rosemark's gotten back in the game. Well, it's been TCA versus Mr. Bird for Tipton Rosemark. That's Tyler Bird, 7 receptions, 113 yards, and he has been unstoppable receiving the football. And we've even double teamed him and had some nice defense against him, but still able to get some scores. Here's some scores from around West Tennessee. Melrose and Haywood County tied at 8. McKenzie now leads West Carroll 14-7. Middle Tennessee Christian, who we saw last week, leads Lakeway 7-0. Waverly leads Stewart County 14-7. If I'm not mistaken, that game may be being played in Nissan Stadium. USJ leads Jackson Christian 28-10 in that particular ball game. We're going to scan for some other scores here as we find them coming up on the scoring machine here. Hardin County leads their ball game. And scanning around, it was Haywood tying the ball game at the 7-10 mark of the second quarter on a short TD run in that ball game. McKenzie now up in front of West Carroll 21-7 in that contest. USJ, as we said, leads 28-10 in that ball game. Other scores from around West Tennessee as we try and look for them. Gleason leads Greenfield 14-0 at the half of that ball game. That game is in Greenfield, by the way. McKenzie's starting to pour it on West Carroll now as they lead 27-7 in that contest. Thank you, sir. Other scores, it's Hardin County, no mas, 37-0 over McNary Central with a $1:11 to go in the first half of that ball game. And other scores as we keep scanning here. Lake County 6, Peabody 3, 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Very surprising score at that game. Peabody struggling mightily against Lake County. Lake County with a touchdown, Peabody with a couple of field goals. Lake County with a touchdown, Peabody only with a field goal. Summit leads Beach 14-7 in a 5A ball game that's got some interest. Millington, they're losing to North Point 35-6 in that game. Big game in this part of the state. Of course, our game tied at 14. Other scores from around West Tennessee as they come in here. Union C and Ripley now tied at 14. Union C led that game. Ripley got the lead, and now Union C has come back to tie that ball game. 2:36 to go in the first half of action of that game. At the half, here's a surprising defensive struggle. Henry County leading South Gibson 3-0 in that particular ball game. Lausanne, no mas, 49-0 over Humboldt in that contest. $1:30 to go in the first half of that one. Northside leads Liberty at the half, no mas, 41-0 in that game. Liberty just struggling this year. Dresden 42, South Fulton nothing. So a lot of big, hard-hitting scores, big scores here at the half now. USJ leads Jackson Christian 28-10. You can see that on our sister station over at the Jackson Christian Facebook page. Other scores as we scan around. A lot of chatter about that dog and pony show. Huntington leads 21-12. And that is a look at our scores from around West Tennessee. About 4 minutes to go before the start of the second half. We're tied at 14 between TCA and Tipton Rosemark. It'll be TCA ball to start the second half when they receive the opening kick. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll set you up for the second half. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive, and our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Welcome back to Tipton Rosemark. We're here at the half, and TCA and Tipton Rosemark are tied at 14. TCA owned the first quarter, but it's been all Tipton Rosemark here in the second quarter. With a scoring summary, here's Diamond Dave McCullough.
Thank you very much, Dan. After a 55-yard kickoff return by TRA, they had the ball down at TCA's 30. The Lions stopped them, 3 up, 3 down, actually 4 up, 4 down, took over, and then promptly moved the ball 79 yards. Capped off with a 4-yard touchdown run by Cooper Vales, made it 7-0 after the John Mark Willard PAT. TCA in the 7:44 mark of the second stanza got on the board again, this time a Vales 11-yard scamper, capping off a 63-yard drive. It was a thing of beauty. Again, Willard, the PAT, he's become, well, I don't want to jinx him, almost automatic, 14-0. It looked like the Lions were cruise control. And then here come the Rebels. At the 3:58 mark, an 11-yard full and run, capped off a 66-yard drive The PAT, this time by Washington, made it 14-7. With 36 seconds left in the first half, Fullen hit Bird on a nice pass play, and it was a pass that actually he went up and got 50 yards. He was able to climb the ladder, beat two TCA defenders who were in good position, and then went right in, and it was a 14-14 game, and that's how we stand here at halftime. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back. I think they're going to put more time on the clock, so let's do this. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and get you ready for the second half. It's the Lions 14, the Rebels 14. This is TCA football here on the TCA Football Network.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't. And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Well, Diamond Dave, after being down 8-0 to start this game, Haywood now leads 15-8 in that ballgame. A big contest there against Melrose. Other scores: USJ leads Jackson Christian 28-10. Waverly over Stewart County 14-7. Middle Tennessee Christian leads Lakeway 7-0. McKenzie over West Carroll now, pulling away in that ball game. Northside dominating Liberty, and last we heard it was Southside losing to Westview in that contest.
Interesting scores. Kerry Vaughn, our good buddy. Kerry is down to my left talking to Jay Cashin, going to get his attention. He's the public address announcer here. Kerry, big hello to Kerry, giving him a shout out to all you fans back in Jackson. Kerry has the distinction of being the college roommate of one Jody Pickens at Lambeth. Stan, you can take a lot of things in life, but, you know, when I see an Lambeth alum, it's always very special to me.
It very well
You were there
is.
with me with a lot of those memories.
I drove
you were
by
my public address announcer.
I drove by the football field just a couple days ago as well. Saw the
Fonville Field.
Saw the Crow's Nest.
It's amazing to me that the Blue Monster is no longer there, but that press box, which I always wanted to call a deer stand.
It's a death trap.
And I was scared they would fire me. But
it's a death trap.
All right, here we go. Stan, what do you expect here with Tipton Rosemark kicking it off? Good to see Kerry, though. What do you expect here in the second half?
We need another nice kickoff return here to start this second half. But TCA, who ran wild in the first quarter, kind of slowed down in the second, got reestablished that running game.
Sure do. Here's the kick. And it's going to be Vales backtracking at the 15. He's to the 20, to the 25, finds a little bit of a crease to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. Boy, he's dangerous. 45, did they trip him up or he might have gone? He's at midfield, and Vales brings it all the way back to near midfield. And Stan, he was just like a little water bug moving. Look at this replay here, folks.
35 yards, and he turned inside, outside, slicing like a Ginsu knife through everything. And, boy, I mean, just a shoestring tackle, Dave, or he could have had the potential to be gone.
He may have. He had one guy to beat, but I think that guy's a little slower. 49-yard line, they're on 49, 1st and 10. We're underway in this second half in a game that's knotted at 14 all.
Well,
Receiver far side right. 2 receivers here to the near side. Vales has Goodwin back to his right. Hands it off to him. Goodwin finds a hole. He finds running room. He's to the 45.
Nice.
He's to the 40. He's to the 35. Turns the corner, and they finally, they don't get him down.
See that?
He still went up under a couple of guys, and they finally get him down inside the 15-yard line. What a run. That about 36 yards on the run by one Needham Goodwin.
Starting at the 49 all the way down to
They'll mark
the
him
15.
at the 15, yeah. 35, let's see, Stan, that's going to be a 36-yard run. I was right.
36-yard run for Needham Goodwin and West Harris State Farm, first down.
Hash mark
156
right.
yards.
Well, that's what Blake Butler wanted right there after giving up the lead and being tied at 14. After leading 14-zip, he says, let's go out and establish something, and 2 running plays, he's done just that.
And I didn't see who made it, but you saw Needham Goodwin take a wicked hit.
He really did.
On the end of that play.
It was a clean hit. It was just really hard.
Wicked.
Davis, far side right. They're in the pistol almost. They are with Goodwin right behind him. Goodwin has the handoff. They wrap him up. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Nice play there. Now a flag comes in. That tackle made by Robert Timms.
Well, let's see what we got here,
I bet
Dave.
that's going to be holding on TCA, I bet. Let's wait and see. The white hat about to tell us.
Yep.
It's holding on the Lions.
So that's
when
going to
it
push
comes
it
in
back
there,
10.
Stan, 9 times out of 10, unless it's a face mask, let's see who they get here. I'm not sure who they would have got. Maybe Palmer, I'm not sure.
I think we may have gotten Keltner.
Keltner, yep.
Maybe.
50 instead of 60, you're right. Flag came in
And that
awfully
came
late.
in, and it came in from the defensive side of the ball. Had a nice arch to it, like it was a lawn dart.
Goes back to first down, but now it's 1st and 20 from the 25.
It's showing second down. Is first down,
Should be
though.
first, yep.
Down marker's incorrect.
Clock running, 10:42.
Threatening a blitz.
Cooper Vale's back there. Goodwin has it. Dances right, dances left, dances down the middle of the field. He's got big running room. He's inside the 15, and he's all the way down. It's a scrub down there near the 12-yard line. They finally knocked him. Never really knocked him down.
Pickup of about 11 on the play. That's 167 yards on 11 carries for Needham Goodwin.
Does that surpass what he had at Adamsville? 169 then.
No, he had
wasn't it?
two something there.
Oh, was it? Okay, I apologize. Well, the ball at the 14, second down. Stan, we have to get to what? About the 4.
It do appear that.
Ball,
about the 6.
Ball at the 14, and it's second down and 9.
So we got 11 yards in that play.
Under 10 minutes, third quarter, knotted at 14 after TCA led much of the half, only to give up a touchdown with 37 seconds left in the second stanza. Goodwin in that gun again. Now he moves Goodwin to his left, doubles far side right, short side of the field. He comes here to the near side, Bales does. He gets a block. He's at the 10. Bales at the 5, and boy, they hit him hard there, but he gets down to the 5-yard line. I think he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Down to the 5, going to be short. You're going to look at this. Look at the hit his own teammate Ben Davis laid on Cooper Vale's hair.
Ben Davis has been playing hard tonight. Yeah. If it's somewhere in the area, even if it's a white and purple, he's going to hit him.
Good job by Cooper Vale's running, turning, and then that was more of the sling down there, but Ben Davis trying to push the line a little bit down to the 5.
Now, Willard certainly has the leg to kick a field goal, but I think they're going to ball's at the 6, actually. You got to get to the 5. 3rd and a yard. About a yard away. Is it 2-down territory, or would they think about the field goal? Low snap. Bales comes up with it, and that cost them. And that is Timms. Great job there by Robert Timms again. He's had a heck of a game defensively for the Rebels. And it is back now to about where, Stan?
About the 10-yard line, about the 9, low snap.
This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt, but the Lions aren't going to kick a field goal. They're going to go for it.
I think this is the right call here, Dave McCulley.
4th down.
You can get a
Gotta
first
get
down.
To the 4. And the ball is at the 10.
Unless somebody can drop kick it.
4th and a long 5, short 6. Vales runs right, and they have him covered, and they're going to knock him down there. Bird got him. And then the Lions cannot convert on a great defensive play by Bird and the Rebels. And here you see the replay, folks.
Thought we were going to get to the edge and get it turned up, but their defense stiffens. And TCA, nice initial blocking, but needed to clean up there on Bird. It's too big, too strong. And a little bit of a little late block by
Goodwin
Needham after
may have
that.
got away with one, you know what?
Well, but there's also some hot dogging after the play here that was unnecessary as well.
Ball at the 9, 1st and 10. Well, the Rebels stopped TCA. Now the Lions could stop them here and make them punt it out of the end zone would be big. 3 down linemen. Divot, the running back to the right of Fullen, who stands back inside the 5. He gives it to the running back, and nothing much there. Gets up to about the 10, maybe a yard, and that's it.
Half a yard at best, Hyman.
Stopped by that time. It was Marshall Ray, the first guy there. Watch Marshall Ray shoot through here and get him right helmet to helmet.
Good, solid job of wrapping and taking him
Keltner
down.
there as well.
Yeah, second and a extremely long 9.
Yep. Fullen in that gun, stands back.
Where's Bird at?
Near his 5. Yeah, that's a good question. Bird's here to the near side and is covered by Todd here. And now Fullen runs left, and he's
good job.
Great job there, dragging him down and making a heck of a stop.
You guessed it.
There he is.
For TCA, that's number 60.
That's Michael Palmer.
Yep.
Made a great play.
MP with the big play. Great penetration on the play.
Ball on the 12.
Ball off his block.
3rd down and 7.
And dragged him down.
Nice replay there by Jay Cashin, our producer and director on the road tonight. And Fullen will be now faced with a 3rd and 7. The Lions trying to stop him here and make him punt it and get great field position.
He's at the top of the screen now.
6:50 left, 3rd, tied at 14. Fullen puts a man in motion, brings him here to the near side. Here's the pass underneath to Bird. Bird has the first down and more. Bird at the 30. Bird 35, 40. Midfield, 40. He's all the way down to the 30. They say he stepped out of bounds near midfield.
Yep.
Well, it was 3rd and 7, and they get it to Bird, isolated out there, and he made TCA pay.
We'll take one more look at this guy late there, but as he goes down that sideline, that last little shoestring attempt for the tackle got him to go out of bounds. And what was that, a 10, 20, 35-yard reception? He's almost 150 yards receiving the football tonight.
48-yard line of TCA. The Rebels have it with 6:33 clock, arrested after he stepped out of bounds. Fullen in that gun will run behind the blocking this time of Blue and others, able to crunch his way and dive his way inside the 45 to the 44. He stopped there by Keltner and others. And the Lions making some changes here, getting some fresh people in.
4 yards in the pickup, 10 carries, 50 yards for Payne Fullen on the night.
2nd down and a short 7, long 6. Take your pick. Ball inside the 45.
Payne Fullen over 200 yards total offense, rushing and passing.
2 receivers, 1 each way. Bird, the very dangerous one here to the near side. And they have single coverage on him here. Let's see if they go that way. No, they're going to run the ball to Blue. Blue 40, Blue 35, Blue inside the 35. Blue down to the 32-yard line where it is a Tipton Rosemark 1st down. Stan, Bird kills you. Fullen's done a good job, and that time Blue came back in.
9 yards in the pickup, 4 rushes for 29 yards, 8th first down of the night for Tipton Rosemark in this game. And right now their offensive line winning at the point there. They're just dominating us.
They're doing what TCA's offensive line did the first quarter.
Yep.
First, or make it 2nd down. Make it 1st down, excuse me. 1st and 10 at the TCA 32. Fullen drops, throws to Bird underneath. TCA's got him well defended. He still gets back to the line of scrimmage and may have got a yard, and he's on his feet. And he's up to the 30-yard line. Knee was down.
Knee down.
Yep. So he gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe was able to get a half a yard or a yard. Let's give him a yard. 2nd and 9, 31.
Who was that again?
That was Bird that caught
Bird,
it.
Yep.
And the Lions had it well defended. They had 3 guys there. They had Goodwin there, Robertson there, Todd there. Todd's going to go out of the game, and in for him will be Will Allen Smith. No, they just flip-flop positions.
They're going to say no gain on that play.
So let's call it 2nd and 10, the ball at the 32. 2 receivers far side left. 1 receiver here the near side is Ellis Fullen. They went to him earlier and almost connected. Fullen in that gun runs right out of that, follows a couple of blockers, and nothing there. 30-yard line, and that's it. 2 yards. Keltner there, and Ben Davis there.
Yep. met him strong, very short game. We're going to credit him with a yard, really more like a half yard, 11 carries for 51 yards. Third and long.
Lions making some more changes, getting a defensive lineman in there, takes the back out.
I think, for Rosemark, this is going to be a passing situation to Bird more than likely. We were blitzing early and having some success with it, but we backed off of that, and maybe we need to get back to it.
2-down territory, no doubt. Under 4 minutes when they snap at this time, and TCA territory at the 32.
And they're leaving extra protection in there to block.
Receivers stacked, far side left. Fulton looks that way, looks. Now rolling and throwing, got a man there, and it's incomplete. Nice hit there by Joshua Todd on the would-be receptor.
Boy, big play there, as you can see it. Fulton gets it. Wanted to make the one-step throw. We had it covered well, so he had to roll out and try and buy some time. Then he flipped the ball out. Kind of a weak throw, and TCA in on the defense. That had all the makings of being picked off, Dave.
Yep. TCA had 3 people out there. Todd made the nice defensive play.
I mean, Fulton's making some nice decisions, but Don, if you look at most of his throws, he's not putting a lot of zip on the ball.
4th down and a short 8. Ball at the 8 yards at the 31. Or 30, excuse me. Fulton looks this way for play that his Coach William Dean wants. Fulton rolls this way, throws this way. There's Bird down there. Bird, did he catch it?
Out of bounds.
They said he was out of bounds. The official's going to say out of bounds right at the 1-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
I want to look at the replay on that, but
Here's that replay. Look at this.
Even though it was a calling incomplete, this is a heck of a catch by this guy.
It sure is. He's right at the 1-yard line, and a great job by Jay Cashin.
Did not have control of the football when he went out of bounds.
Sure did not, and boy, TCA had it pretty well defended, but Bird, even when he's well defended, can make the plays. He's a playmaker, and the Lions take over at their own 30. Well, both teams have had their opportunities tonight, and both teams, at times, their defenses have stepped up big.
And TCA on that last play did blitz a little bit. Rosemark, a nice job picking it up. And you're going to notice here, watch Rosemark here. They're playing a guy a little bit deeper now. They're safety, so that means something across the middle could be open.
Although they did not score, they flip-flopped the field. They took that ball at their own 9 and moved all the way down to TCA's 30 before the drive stalls.
Free safeties 15 yards off the line.
Now TCA has to answer. Here's Butler in there, quarterback, throws it out to Todd. Todd is hit and may have got a couple of yards to the 32. Butler's in there. Cade Butler, the 5'9", 145 freshman, the son of Allison and Blake. And Wilson made the stop, and they give him a yard to 31.
Cade Butler, more of the thrower, and Cooper Vales, more of the runner.
He's looking down at that left wristband where the plays are etched there. See in baseball where they stole the guy slides in the home plate and he steals the catcher's deal. And
I never had one of those when I played.
I don't like the Rays or the Jays, either one.
I had my plays in my head.
All right, here we go, being a Yankee fan. Here's Butler, low snap, drops back, throws, a little screen pass out to Goodwin. Goodwin trying to turn the corner here. They've got it well defended and nowhere to go. A loss back to the 29, 28.
Nice job defense, and guess what? Mr. Bird.
Mr. Bird was there, and he had some help. Devitt was there, also another player there. But Bird was the guy that will be credited with the stop. Well, 2:25, clock running, third. Ball at the 29. TCA now third and about almost 12. Let's call it 3rd and 11, the ball at the 29.
Boy, if we were operating under center, I'd say this might not be a bad time for a little draw. Just my opinion.
Davis, far side right. Todd, far side right. 2 receivers here to the near side. 1 person in that backfield with Butler, and that's Goodwin. Butler drops. Butler wants to throw. Butler pulls it down and is going to scamper and not get past the line of scrimmage, and he's dropped back at the 24, a loss of 5.
And you notice they've got Bird playing a deep free safety where he can roam. And we need a little mustard out there on the field, and not the type of play we like to see. Let's just play the game, boys.
Well, the Lions had it at the 31 or near the 30, and they went backwards on that series of plays, and give TRA some credit.
Yep.
Down to a minute 30 in a quickly played third quarter. Goodwin will stand back near his 20 to punt it. Quick punt, gets it out of there, nice punt. And Bird will call for the fair catch, and he's not even going to go near it. It's going to roll dead at the 38. It's dropped there by one of the Lions. And not before, though, the Rebels, who've had the momentum since about midway of the second, they'll have it. Good field position, stand at their own 38-yard line.
Well, I've said it before, and I will say it again. TCA was blitzing earlier, had some success with it. Get back to it. We're doing a decent job defending the run, but we got to find a way to get to Fullen a little bit quicker because he's going in one direction, and we know where that is. But we haven't been able to stop it.
I knew I spoke too soon. The Yankees are up 7-0. Now it's 7-3 in the sixth. The Sox have put 3 on the board. And here we go with Fullen in control at the 38. 1st and 10. The Rebels have the momentum in this game that's tied at 14 all.
Bird to the bottom of the screen.
Here's Fullen, going to little stutter step and move his way back to the line of scrimmage and maybe turn sideways, maybe a couple of yards to the 41 if you want to be generous.
TCA coming with a blitz from the outside. And Diamond, I think that may have been an RPO play. He started like he was going to set up to throw the football, had his feet in such a stance. He sees that blitz coming out of his left eye, and so he takes it right up the middle. Pickup of, 1.5 on the play,
yep, the RPO for you folks out there listening. That's run-pass option.
52 yards on 12 carries for Fullen.
2nd down and 8. That is on 40. And TCA comes with a blitz. Fullen throws it, and incomplete, tipped. And they wanted to go that time. It looked like Ellis Fullen was the intended receiver. The ball tipped up the air. And
well, look, they had to throw quickly. Here's the blitz coming late on the outside. Tried to crack down that they did on the block, but enough in there. TCA had it well defended with Keltner and others.
Yeah, they did.
And it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's one of those passes where the coaching staff on this side, the Rebels, were going, oh, boy, hold your breath for a second. TCA had 3 people, and neither came close to catching it, but 3 people in the area. Well, Bird is stacked up here behind his other receiver here.
They're going to use him as a pick.
2 receivers here to the near side, those guys we just mentioned.
So
we need 3rd down and 8.
Really need to jam that first guy.
And they want to go for Bird. They're going to flash it out here to the other receiver. Caught it. And for a 1st down to TCA's 49-yard line. Hit hard there, but not before. Ellis Fullen caught it. They used Bird as a decoy stand, put him down the field right at the hash, inside the hash, and they went underneath to Fullen, and he's got the TRA 1st down.
Not a big fan of playing too soft. In that case there, we really, like I said before, we really needed to jam him on that play. Number one, it protects. It knocks off that screen that they could have been throwing, and then we had the receiver off his play there. Well, they've got the ball now. 49-yard line into the 3rd quarter play. We're tied at 14, a 1-minute break. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Diamond Dave McCullough, we move into the 4th quarter of action. We're tied at 14. No scoring in the 3rd quarter of play. But the more I think about it, Dave, the more I think a turnover could be the deciding factor in this ball game.
Yeah, both teams have fought it out hard here. TCA took control of the game, you thought, at leading 14-0 at the 7:44 mark of the second stanza. About 4 minutes later, or less than 4 minutes later, the Rebels got on the board, and then with 36 seconds left in the half, they got on the board with a long pass, 50-yard pass from Fullen to Bird. And that's where we stand right now, tied at 14. 1st and 10, the ball just inside TCA territory at the 49, 1st and 10 Rebels.
Bird, top of the screen outside.
Yep, here he is right in front of you there. Fullen in the gun. Fullen's going to run right out of that, run right down the field, and will get several yards inside the 45. He plunders to the 42. Picks up 7.
Pickup of 7 for Bird on the play. He's got 59 yards on 13 carries.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 at the TCA 43. 11:35, clock running. Ball inside the 43 near the 42. And Fullen will stand back in that gun again with Divot to his right. Where's Bird? He's far side right toward the TCA bench. Short side of the field, hash mark right. Fullen will get this snap in just a second.
Changing the play again.
He'll do just that. TCA comes with a blitz. Todd comes here from the near side. They throw it out to Bird. Incomplete. Threw it behind him and over him, and good coverage by the Lions. 2 people down there covering him.
Did you hear the collective groan of the crowd when that was an incomplete pass? They're expecting another spectacular play, and quite frankly, every time you throw the ball to him, you expect something spectacular.
We don't have the height on Bird, and I apologize, but Goodwin is 5'10", and Nick Jones, we talked about him earlier, is 5'7".
Well,
I wouldn't say he towers over them, but he certainly has a height advantage, doesn't he?
He's got at least a head over Ben Davis as well.
He's got to be, 6'1", 6'2", you think?
If not more than that.
3rd down and 2. Well, they went up top thinking they had the short yardage here even on 3rd down. Fullen will run out of that. He's going to get the 1st down and more. He's to the 40, to the 35, and is finally knocked down at the TCA 33.
Well, pickup of about 7 on that play.
Yep, gets the 1st down. They move the chains across the way, and the bench clears down that way as well. We're under 11 minutes of regulation. Tied at 14 all.
Well, I had double overtime last night in a whale of a middle school game. Three Oaks beat TCA in double overtime. Fantastic ball game.
Bird here to the near side, receiver far side right. They give it to Divot, and he is down to the 30 and will be hit there after he picks up about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Stopped there by a host of Lions led by Keltner and Bass and others.
Yeah, good one in there. Here you see them, they're going to pull 2 players here. TCA simply shot the gap and came in with the hit there for the very short game pickup of 2.
Wherever Bird goes, Todd is going there now because Todd is 5'11". He is the best matchup defensively, so he's over there against Bird. You saw him trot across the field there. 2nd down and a short 8. Fullen runs out of it and just trying to crunch his way right down the field and does just that. And he moves inside the 25. And Fullen is down to about where it stands. Going to be about the 23 or 4.
Pickup of, well, if he didn't get 10, now they did. Actually, they do give him 1st down, 11 yards.
He's at the 23.
Yeah.
Got it, yeah.
TCA wanting some holding on the play, didn't get the call.
1st down and 10. Under 10 now at 9:45 clock running. You know Coach Dean would love a long drive here and a score. TCA trying to come up with a turnover or another big stop. Both teams have had big stops tonight.
Yep.
And it's 1st and 10 at the TCA 21 and a game tied at 14.
They're running that double stack down at the bottom with Bird. Fumble.
And that ball is poor snap or somehow some miscommunication there, and Fullen drops back on it at about the 27. Brady Robertson was there to engulf that football if it squirts out of there, but it did not. It's a loss of 6.
Boy, we needed that one. Low snap.
2nd and 16.
And he turned and look at what he found at the bottom of his feet.
Almost 17 yards. Well, Fullen and the Lions trying to stop him here to capitalize on that snafu by the Rebels.
Get a couple more just like that.
Divot stands to the right of Fullen, and he blocks for him. Fullen sidesteps his way. He's inside the 10, inside the 5. He's going to score. My goodness. Boy, just too easy, Stan. He was able to come across off left guard, and Stan, we didn't hardly touch him after he got by the line of scrimmage. That's a 28-yard run.
Yep. 97 yards on 17 carries, and, well, Tipton Rosemark takes their first lead of the ball game, Dave McCulley.
Yeah, they do. They've scored 20 unanswered points to lead 20-14, and Washington in to attempt the PAT. Snap back, ball down, kick up. That kick is up, and it is good. 21-14 Rebels. Now the Lions have to play catch-up. Back after this 30 on the TCA Football Network.
Tipton Rosemark with 3 straight scores to take the lead over TCA 21-14. 35-10 is the score. USJ with the lead over Jackson Christian. Looks like they're going to hand Jackson Christian their first region loss of the year.
Great camera work by Jay in the game there. As you see the scoreboard, 21-14. That's the tail of the tape right now. 8:40 left in the game. Well, no need to panic. TCA's proven they can move the ball tonight. Just got to get some consistency here. And here's a short kick. And gathered in at about the 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield. On his feet to the 45-yard line. And a great return. We'll see who that was in just a second. Across the way. That little Vales, that's Vales again bringing it back.
Boy, he's done everything but sell popcorn in the stands.
Now, Coach Dean's forgot more about football than I'll ever know, but why in the world would you be kicking it to Vales there?
You got me. He's getting closer and closer to breaking ball at the 44. Well, 8:31 to go in this game. The way it's going, this is a must-score drive.
44-yard line. The Lions have it at the 44 of the red and blue of TRA. We'll see them again in other sports throughout the year. And TCA will bring receivers here to the near side. Will Allen Smith is one of them.
Boy, they're playing so tight.
They are. Vales will hand it off to Goodwin. Goodwin breaks a couple tackles. Almost breaks another, does break one. Finally, Bird's got him, but Goodwin's
My
taking
little
him with
pony,
him.
look at him go!
25. They're riding him down the field. And Goodwin is taking him with him all the way down to the 23-yard line. What a run by Needham Goodwin, refusing to go down.
23-yard pickup. A Wes Harris first down. And just look at this play. Had him wrapped up. He was trying to sling him down is what he was trying to do. And Needham Goodwin would have none of that. And it actually took the third guy come in who actually tackled him below the waist to bring him down.
We've talked all year about the power of Needham Goodwin. You look at him, especially in street clothes, you wouldn't think he'd be that powerful, but he is a turner to say the least. He keeps those legs moving, and his determination is unparalleled, I think, in the region. Well, brings up first. That's a West Harris State Farm first down.
12 carries, 190 yards unofficially.
23-yard line. Vales is going to run out of the gun. They've got people chasing him. He makes people miss. And there's a flag on the play across the way as he dashes his way to about the 24.
Hold.
But a flag and holding on TCA.
That is the official's favorite call against us this year, it seems.
It's been a
bugaboo
game for the most part, though. We haven't seen a lot of yellow hankies tonight.
But they've been against us.
We're
Thought he
down
was
to-
going to cut it up there good, but Rosemark did a nice job filling the hole, drove him to the ground. It was going to be a loss of 1, but with the flag, it's going back
all the way
10,
back to the 37 almost.
Yeah, that's actually a really big boy penalty because that's from the spot foul. So the hold occurred behind the line of scrimmage there.
First and 23. TCA has to get down to the 9-yard line or make it 14. Got to get to the 14. Is at the 37. So it's going to be first now. We've got to get to the 14.
23.
It's more than about 23 yards. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's first and a long way. Well, you got 4 downs to do it. Let's see if TCA can convert. Down 21-14, midway of the final
Blitz.
quarter. They got a blitz on him, and he gets it to Goodwin anyway. Goodwin's got it, catches it, breaks a couple of tackles, but they get him at the 40. It's going to be a loss.
He did good just to get rid of that.
Yep.
Rosemark played that play beautifully.
Well, that's the old adage.
All-out blitz.
What's the old adage in football, Stan? They brought the kitchen sink at him, and, boy, they had him wrapped up almost, didn't they?
Everything but the kitchen sink.
Good call by the defensive coordinator of TCA. TCA's coaches, Michael Mancini. We talked to Michael before the game. Nathan Bibb, Will Brasher, Addison Coleman. The coaches, Tobias Hood, John James, Connor McLemore, Colton Vaughn, and Jacob Cole, the assistant coaches for TRA.
And if you wonder where Berg is, they've got him playing a deep free safety. He's just roaming.
Clock running. We approach the 6-minute mark. 6:10 left.
I can assure you that's not his natural position.
Second and forever for the Lions. Vales drops. They set up the screen pass. Nice call. And his Goodwin caught it, but he's able to only get to the 35. He stopped there. Tell you one thing. I like the call by TCA, but if you're a TRA fan watching, you have to love the way your defense covered that screen pass.
I would have liked to see us throw that to the open side of the field, but good job. Set it up, catch, and
that's a nice play by Dibbett, who stayed at home. And He disrupted that player. That could have been a big play for TCA. Clock running, 5.5.
Yeah, we're going for it. No question. We got to.
Third down, and
it is third down.
Yeah, third down. The ball at the 34. Got to get to the 14. And it's 2-down territory here, no doubt.
You don't need to get it all at once because if you don't get it, you know we're going for it on fourth down.
10 yards here. One receiver far side left. They flood the field here to the near side with 3. Bales drops, Bales looks, Bales throws. Got a man down there. It's incomplete. Good coverage by TRA. And TCA now will be forced with a 4th and 21 at the 34.
Well, had one-on-one coverage there. Protection was good on that play.
Holding on TCA.
Again?
And TRA refuses the penalty. Someone hand in the cookie jar, according to the official. You see the replay there by Jay and the gang. Jay Cashin making the big bucks.
Well, no question. We're going for it.
We need big bucks here.
Yeah,
4th and a long way. And with 5:07 in their running game, Stan, and we didn't have the propensity to stop it a moment ago, but here's time out of the field, and I think TRA called that. No, yeah, they did. TCA called it.
Yep.
Let's keep it here, Stan. What do you think is going to happen here, sir?
Well, obviously we've got 4th and roughly 20 yards to go. Diamond, it's going to have to be it's going to have to be a pass play. If we're going to do, I'd like to see us do something to the wide side of the field. If you're going to throw that screen again, where we got 10 yards the last time, give us some room to run. Don't use the side. Don't make the sideline to be another defender. Give us the opportunity to make some hay around that again. But we have not been able to do this. We've got to be able to get vertical downfield. But Mr. Bird looming in there, but something across the middle, a look in might be open. They're playing so tight. If you look at the way they line up, middle of the line of scrimmage and linebackers playing tight, something across the middle, a little look in, a slant could be open, and then if you can catch it, it's just a one-on-one to the stick.
Big number 52 lumbers out there. Gibson Phillips, defensive lineman. He's had a good game. He's got that shirt tucked all the way up midway of his chest. That's the way a lineman should wear their jersey, right, guys? Yep.
Mine was always hung out.
Ball at the 35-yard line. I'm not going to say they couldn't find one to fit you, but
I didn't have a belly like that back in my day.
All right, here we go. Is that Goodwin in there at quarterback? It is. Goodwin drops, throws, got a man down there, caught, and that's going to be a first down, folks.
Oh!
It is caught inside the 15-yard line and down to about the 14-yard line.
We needed 21 yards. We got 22.
And who caught that ball, Stan?
We will see it on the replay right here.
17.
Under pressure, too.
Boy, that time TRA got caught. The defender slipped down.
Is that Todd?
No, Todd wears 16. We got to figure out who's wearing 17 tonight. And it's going to be
that's Ben Davis.
That's Ben Davis who switched from 10 to 17.
No, that was 10 on the field.
Oh, was that 10 that caught it? Ben Davis.
Yeah.
The ball's at the 13-yard line as TCA comes off the deck to make the big play.
Wow.
Can they make him pay? Goodwin has it, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well,
after the first quarter, excuse me, Stan, after the first quarter, TCA's had trouble running between the tackles.
Yeah, they credit Tipton Rosemark. They've made some nice adjustments. They are now blitzing like we were in the first half, and it's causing us some problems. If we guess and hit the hole right, it can be a big play. But that time, we ran right into where the blitz was coming from.
They're trying to get Nicholas Newman in the game. TRA is. No relation to Bob or Johnny Newman. It played at Memphis. 4 minutes left here, although he spells it the same way. Could be related. You never know. Here is Goodwin now to the right.
Ryan Newman, the racer.
Yeah, Goodwin now to the right of. Is that Butler back in there? No, that's Todd. They hit him right when he unloads, and, boy, he is decked hard from the backside. Good, clean hit, but nowhere to go with that one. Cooper Vales hit right when he went to throw it. It's 3rd down and 10. Well, the defensive coordinator for the Rebels is saying, if you're going to beat me, you got to beat me with me bringing the house at you.
Yeah, they blitzed 2 on the outside. We had nobody to cover that. Tackle took the man and just couldn't do anything with it.
Ball fell harmlessly to the turf. So now it's 3rd down.
That's one of those, man, if you had that short field screen, it would have been gold on that play.
3rd and 10. Brady Robertson here to the near side. Ben Davis is the tight end to the right. Receiver far side left.
Got to be going around the right end.
And they give it to Goodwin. No, it's going to be Vales keeping it. Vales into the end zone. Touchdown.
Huge play. Fake the dive to Goodwin, and he scoots around the left end.
We've got a flag on the play.
Oh, let me guess. It's a hold.
I think they're looking at the bench saying you will refuse it. They do. The hold or the infraction was on TRA, so the touchdown stands.
Look at that great downfield blocking. 17, the mystery player, great block.
Look at that dive at the end.
What you need, and well, looky what we got.
Bales, 13-yard scamper. That is his third touchdown run of the night. And with 3:38 left, TCA is a point after by John Mark Willard of tying the game. Now TCA's got to hustle people out there. May have to call a timeout here. No, they're going to go for two. They're not going for the PAT.
Well, this is
Here's Goodwin going for the 2-point conversion.
We don't know what's call a timeout.
And a little confusion here. And they give it to Goodwin. Goodwin's going to crash into the end zone.
Oh, my.
A 2-point conversion.
Wow.
And the Lions have the lead.
Let's see that one again. Huge. Oops, I'm sorry, Dave. And here's the replay. Confusion reigns. Look at that hole. I could have run through that with my bad legs.
My goodness, that was a massive bit of greenery there. I'm not sure what happened to TRA, and they're not happy.
I mean,
22-21, and Goodwin. Stan, a little nervous time there because I didn't know if they could get the snap off in time.
Well, Diamond, that was Charlton Heston must have been in the house because that was the parting of the Red Sea.
It really was.
Literally.
I mean, he just goes in untouched, basically.
They like that one. I'll be here all week, by the way. They're going, really?
Signing autographs later. I think we have some 8x10s in the back of the car.
But
22-21, 3:38. An impressive answer. And the biggest play of that drive
was the
Davis catch on a 4th and 22, 23, and they got it by a yard.
Yeah, we need 22 as a 23-yard reception. And then to go for the 2-point conversion. Big call, Diamond.
On the road, and they go for it. Here's the kick by John Mark Willard. And stepping back inside the 5 to the 10 to the 15. That's bring it out of there. That's going to be Fullen. Fullen is at midfield near, almost midfield. Knocked him out of bounds across the way at the 45. And Stan, both special teams tonight have struggled at times, haven't they?
Boy, you look at that. It doesn't matter whether it's TCA, whether it's Tipton Rosemark. Big kickoff return, left, right, up and down the field. Game reset, 3:29 to go. TCA leads by a single point, 22-21. TCA is out of timeouts according to the scoreboard, and TRA with a deuce left.
Joshua Todd made a nice play there and helped save the day. 43-yard line, 1st and 10. They're on 43. Lions have to stop them, leading by 1 now at TCA. Fullen has it. Fullen's going to come here to the near side, tripped up, but breaks a tackle, breaks another. 50, 45, 40. He's at the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. No flags, and just like that, the TCA lead did not last long.
Unbelievable.
57-yard run by Fullen, and just like that, TRA has the lead back.
Well, his last 2 times carrying the ball, he's got 81 yards on his last 2 carries, 153 for the game on 18 carries.
Now you would think they'll go for 2, leading 27-22.
Yep.
And the play here would be to go for 2. TRA knowing that. And Stan, he broke a tackle, a shoestring attempt, and then he turned on some speed there that I didn't know he had.
Yeah, he definitely did, boy. Diamond, this game turning out just like I thought it would. USJ 42, Jackson Christian 17.
Oh, my goodness.
Spanking
here,
there.
27-22.
Well.
And the Rebels go for 2 to make it a 1-touchdown affair. Here's the handoff to Divot, and he didn't get in. And
no,
the Lions
sir.
Stop him.
Well.
We'll take a quick 30. Now the Lions have it back. Can they strike back? 30 to make it 27-22, 3:16. We've got a good one. Not over. And still time for your Lions to come back here on the 30-second message on the Lion Football Network.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Well, Diamond Dave, this has been, after a scoreless third quarter, it's now 27-22. It certainly appears it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last could possibly win this game. Could we possibly see an onside kick coming? They've been playing short. We've been having big returns. You just never know what's going to happen here, Dave.
Yeah, it didn't take long for them to come right back, about 20 seconds. And here's a short kick, and calling for the fair catch is Todd over there at about the – that's not Todd. That's actually calling for the fair catch.
Will Allen
Smith, W-A-S. And it will be now the Lions with great field position stand, down by 5 with 3:16. And they'll have it right at the
43-yard line, yeah. 43-yard line. Outstanding field, but you couldn't ask for much better. All the time in the world. You are out of timeouts, though. If that clock, I can't remember, is calling 3, but –
that field goal does you no good. Got to have a 6 here. And now let's mark it down at 3:16.
And remember, you don't need it all at once.
At the 43-yard line. Vales has it, gives it to Goodwin. Goodwin breaks 2 or 3 tackles. He's at midfield. And they finally knock him down at the TCA, make it the Tipton Rosemark 44-yard, make it 46. Man, he had some hustle about him that time, as he always does, and a big pickup. A West Harris State Farm. Here's the replay stand. Look at him break tackles.
Did a great job. Foul his blocking and effort. After play, you see Bird trying to strip the ball. Oh, by the way, 13 carries, 201 yards on the night.
Second time this year he's been over 200 yards.
Yep.
The ball at the 46-yard line.
He had 477, I believe, coming into this game.
Yeah, the first one down at Adamsville, which TCA lost in heartbreaking style. Let's hope this is not a heartbreaker here tonight. 2:50 clock running, 46-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10, the Lions. Who's going to get the call this time? It's going to be Vales following the block. He's trying to turn it to the near corner, runs out of real estate, but cuts it back toward the grain there. Helmet comes off out of bounds, and little Cooper Vales is having a big night, Larry. And the ball is
going to be short of the first down.
Looks like they're going to bring it back. Holding on TCA.
Oh, come on. How many of those can you call?
2:35 left. You see Vales there. What's that, Stan? 4 on us tonight?
At least. And we haven't seen a TRA penalty in quite a while.
They move it back from the 42. He's marching. He's going to the Arlington Road here in a minute.
Well,
he's back to the 48.
Well, it's not as bad as it could have been. Almost to the 49, so 1st and 15.
Yeah, it's longer. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. You got to get the ball down to the 37.
So Vales should get credit for 5 on that play.
1st and about 15 yards. Got to watch the clock now. It's arrested now after the penalty, but 2:36 is all that remains in this game in regulation. Right now, it doesn't appear overtime. It's a 5-point difference. Will Allen Smith goes in motion, far side left, and some confusion, and TCA is going to have to call a timeout.
Well, we had on the scoreboard said we had 0, but with a timeout on the field, 2:36 to go, TCA down by 5, 1st and 15, a 30-second break right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Well, after the timeout, Rosemark's coach sends their team out on the field quickly. Said, go get them, boys.
2:36, yep, I would too. I'd get a little anxious right now, no matter how many times you've been through these battles, especially as a coach or a player, but even sometimes you feel it as an announcer. Vales, they bring it at him, and he goes to throw it.
That was forward motion.
Yeah, that's incomplete. The fans thought it might have been a fumble, but it's not. And, boy, Vales was just blistered. I mean, hit hard. And, Stan, they brought everything out at him here in this quarter, haven't they?
Yeah, came from the weak side there, the short side of the field. And we had no play. You know, that's almost one of those, you got to see that coming. You take the ball, duck a little bit, and then try and get what you can.
Maybe how about a little draw play here? You think that might work after that kind of rush? Second down and
if
15.
we were in more of a pistol, I would agree.
Yeah, they're not, with Goodwin to the right of Vales. Ball resting at the 49. They give it to Goodwin. Goodwin to the midfield stripe, and it's hit there. Brought down by big number 56.
Let's see that play again, though.
That's 66.
56 with the play. I want to look at that one more time.
Daniel Wilson made the stop. Big senior defensive lineman. They've got everyone except 2 or 3 people right there.
Well, you got the draw that you wanted.
Yep.
Nice crash in and got the hit. Okay, it wasn't what I originally thought.
They bring Wilson out and they get an extra defender in the game. TRA does. 27-22, under 2 minutes, 1:57. Well, you feel like TCA's got to convert. They did it a moment ago on a 4th and long. This is 3rd and 15. Ball just short of midfield.
Buck 45 and counting.
Vales in the gun. Vales play fake. Vales hit, but he unleashes it to Goodwin. Goodwin catches that ball and it's hit hard. But he gets back to the line of scrimmage, gets the 5 yards back and maybe 6. And it's going to be 4th and 9.
Let's see that play one more time. There's going to be something I want to look at. 2 Tipton Rosemark players, helmets locked.
4th and 9, and let's see, they get.
Here's the
hit
play.
him hard. He did a good job getting it to Goodwin.
Yeah, look at the play here. Bird's going to come in. Okay, he did have the head lower.
Yeah,
it wasn't helmet
lowered.
to helmet.
4th and 9 at the 45-yard line of Tipton Rosemark. The crowd all standing. 1:05, 1:04. It's running down to a minute. We're 1 minute in this game, and TCA down by 5, has to convert or it's over. Vales, Rose left, wants to throw, looking, darts. He's got it. He's got the first down.
And more!
He's on his feet, 35, 30. He's on his feet inside the 30. Down to the 25-yard line, the little guy scampers.
Oh, how about a 20-yard run by the freshman, Cooper Vales?
They dropped back, Stan, thought he was going to pass it, and he burned them.
He was looking to pass. But
the second time in this quarter that TCA's converted on 4th and long. My goodness.
This is a kid 365 days ago. He was playing middle school football, and you saw him when it got closer where he knew he was about done. Did you see him make a beeline for the sidelines to get the ball out of bounds?
TCA took the ball at their own 43. They moved it down now inside the 20. Vales back there. Gives it to Goodwin. Goodwin downfield. Goodwin on his feet. Goodwin inside the 15. Down to the 12-yard line. Needham Goodwin rushes that football.
Pickup of 11 on the play. Another first down for TCA.
They stop the clock to move the chains. 40.3. Who's going to win this thriller? Right now, TCA has an excellent chance to do it. Clock running 35 seconds.
We've got 2 timeouts left.
The ball at the 10, and now we're at the 11 just about. And now timeout, TRA. Good timeout by the Rebels.
We'll keep it here?
We'll keep it here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and keep it here. Game reset. Here's the replay one more time on that big run. Had the draw up the middle, bounced off an inside play, and literally dragged a runner 3 yards down the. Great blocking at the point of attack. Once again, we've seen it all night long. Diamond, you said they kind of shut us down in the middle a little bit. We opened it up that time. Needham Goodwin, 14 carries, 212 yards unofficially. Cooper Vales, first game at quarterback. He was playing middle school ball last year. 11 rushes, 74 yards.
It would be interesting. The coaches would have to do it and watch the film. Or you could do it. You love to watch film. It'd be interesting to see how many yards
after contact
after he gets hit first
Man,
time.
I like stats, but I don't know if I'm that good.
It'd be remarkable. He is really one of the best in TCA history of doing that.
No kidding.
27-22, and we've had some great ones.
Where's the ball at? On the 10.
Ball right outside.
This is an and goal.
No, they can get a first down at the 1 stand. It's right at the 11. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 11. 32 seconds left in the game. TCA down by 5 with the ball deep in Rosemark territory. Put a man in motion. That's Will Allen Smith coming in this way. Use him as a blocker. Vales escapes. Vales throws. Vales caught down at the 1 yard line.
Oh, big catch.
And that's caught by Ben
Davis. 9-yard pickup. Clock is moving.
And now they stop the clock with 21.6. TCA had another timeout, and they use it down to the 1 yard line. It's going to be first and goal there. Or no, they say it's actually short of a first down.
Yeah, I mean, this is an and goal situation here with 21 seconds. It's second down.
How about the throw by Little Vales? Ball just inside the 2, got to get just inside the 1.
The way he's been glommed all night long to make that cool throw. Grandpa Larry, you ought to be proud.
5'7", 130 pounds, soaking wet. Way less than that on the way
with the
home.
towel around him.
Probably lost
there
5
you go.
pounds tonight. Well,
At about the 1.5 yard line.
They got to get it just inside the 1 for a first down, but got to get it about 1.75 yards for the touchdown, which would give TCA probably the win with 21.6
Now
left.
remember, if you don't get on this play, you got to get to the line of scrimmage. We do have, according to the thing, we have one timeout. If you don't get the touchdown, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly and spike it for one last push.
And don't get antsy and move. Don't have an illegal motion here.
Have the rocks in your pocket.
Goodwin's in there at quarterback. He's going to follow. Look at that power set to the right. That's where he's going. Goodwin tries to get in. Goodwin is in.
Yes!
Touchdown!
Yes!
Lions score with 18 seconds left. Needham, Goodwin, and the Lions take it 67 yards, and they lead the game 28-27.
Oh, Diamond, when we scored 14 early, you thought it was going to be easy. Rosemark comes back, 3 straight scores, and then this last, 3 minutes or so between both teams, simply phenomenal. The last 3 minutes.
Been a great game. Not our
game.
Not our biggest road crowd in the history of TCA, but they sound like it over there. They love it. Cheerleaders doing a great job. The Arnold's listening back home in Jackson, right around the corner. They go for 2. TCA does. Goodwin runs it here to the near side.
In there.
And he's going to get in untouched. Yes.
Woo.
Makes it a 30-27 game.
That means they need a touchdown.
And the Lions come right back, and they lead the game 30-27, 18.2.
My buddy Jay over here, we've seen great games 2 nights in a row where the last few minutes have been nothing but pure excitement.
Well,
can we handle this?
It's been a heck of a game, and to be honest with you, both teams have played well enough to win this thing tonight.
And Diamond, look at he's getting gray. His beard's getting grayer by the second. It's taking it off of him.
I've noticed that a little bit tonight. 18.2, 30-27. Hats off to both teams.
Yeah.
They played their hearts out here. And right when it looked like one team had the momentum, the other one's been able to bounce back.
Here's the conundrum I'm in. You know who's back there deep. But if you kick it short, look how explosive that Rosemark offense is. Whether you get it to Bird or whether it's Fullen, it's explosive. Now, this play, it's going to take a few seconds. We're down to 18-2, so you want to get he's really good. He can kick a line drive knuckleball type kick, and I think that's what you want. Get in there like a pinball machine, and let's see deep, and let's see what happens.
I'm trying to figure out what conundrum really means. Here
conundrum.
Is Robertson to kick it away. It's Brady Robertson kicking at that time. Backtracking. That's going to be Ellis Fullen. He's coming here the near side, running out of room, and falls down at about the 26 with 12.9 seconds left. Well, I'd like to say it's over, but the way these teams have moved the ball, this is far from over.
If you've got any 100-yard dash wannabes in the back, on the team, you get them back there many yards off the line of scrimmage. My gosh, it looks like they're going to run an old. You remember the defense Jackson Christian run during Kyle Aiken's senior year? They play a 2-man front. Everybody else deep. This is what we're seeing right now.
Well, TCA actually has 3 men, and then they bring up Cooper
It's a
Bales.
3-8, yeah.
He's right here on Bird. You would think Bird would be their option. Let's see if TCA can take it away. 12.9 seconds left. The ball is on 26-yard line. Fullen drops, Fullen rolls, Fullen throws. One to find Bird. And
great play. Who was that?
Nice play. That's coming over there. That's going to be Nick Jones.
Oh, his mama, the very famous Mrs. Jones.
Yeah, Mrs. Jones. And Nick Jones got there, read it perfectly. Hard to throw against this defense the way they're stacked up there right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're willing to give up the little 10-yarder all night long.
Timeout, TRA. We're going to keep it here again. Reminding you, we'll come your way next week from the friendly confines of the press box in the Lions' Lair. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock. This time a Memphis school comes our way, Harding.
And don't forget, Tuesday on the West Tennessee Sports Network, we'll have elementary school football. USJ comes to town. And then, Diamond, I believe you're going to join me one more time on Thursday. It's going to be on the West Tennessee Sports Network and the TCA Network. the final middle school game of the year, TCA hosting our friends from McClellan Road, the Bruins of USJ. 8th grade recognition night. There's going to be all sorts of big stuff going on, and it's going to be a dandy of a ball game.
Doing color the other night. It's only the second time I've ever done color. That's the easiest money I ever made. I just watched the monitor and threw in little nuggets here and there, Jay, and he did everything else. Did a great job.
Were those chicken nuggets?
Yeah, 27-yard line. We appreciate the hospitality, the fine folks here at TRA. Kerry Vaughn, a great friend of ours from Lambeth, and the athletic director here and all the gang. We appreciate them very much. Well, doubles each way. Desperation time now for the Rebels.
Yep.
Lions have a 3-man front. Keltner's roaming around there like he wants to hit someone. Look at him. He's talking. There he comes, and he tries to get to Fullen. The ball is underneath. That's going to be Ellis Fullen. They pass the old lateral. Here's Bird with it. Bird on his feet, and Bird out of bounds, and the clock expires. They tried the hook and lateral. And knocked out of bounds by Nick Jones, Brady Robertson, and others, Ben Davis, and the Lions escape here. And the first time this year they go out on the field, they are celebrating, embracing their head coach, who they love, and Blake Butler, and the Lions win this thing 30-27. Congratulations to Blake, the Lion Nation, and the players, and Stan. What a remarkable win on the road tonight for TCA.
And not just because we're in their press box. This is a great game by Tipton Rosemark today.
It really was.
Credit to them. 2 evenly matched teams, 2 teams that won it real bad, 2 teams that lay it all out on the line, and we saw big play after big play after big play in a cleanly played ball game. Hats off to both the Johnny Rebs and to the TCA Lions.
And the Lions escape here and win it. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back for the postgame. 30-27. Kerry Vaughn, thanks so much for your hospitality, sir. And good luck to the Rebels down the road. That's going to wrap it up for us for the play-by-play, but we're going to come back with the postgame and hopefully talk to Blake Butler. Yep. Stan will have other scores. I'll have stats, scoring replays, and we'll be back right after this 2-minute message on the victorious TCA Football Network.
Wow.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive, and our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
I'm still doing my gazintas, so if you've got the scoring summary, why don't you give that to us, my friend?
I certainly will. You've thrown a couple of words at me. I'm trying to learn what those words mean, A, and then B, trying to spell them out so I can define them here. You're gone big time on me here, academic. 55-yard kickoff return by Tipton Rosemark set the ball up to TCA's 30. In their first drive and 4 plays later, TCA had held them, and they gained 9 of the 10 they needed, and TCA took the ball. Then TCA took the ball and did something with it. A 4-yard touchdown run by Vales a few minutes later, 79-yard drive, and TCA led the game 6-0, 7-0 after the John Mark Willard PAT. Then the 63-yard drive at the 7:44 mark of the second, that came after a Will Keltner interception, by the way. Vales an 11-yard run, capping it off 14-0 after the Willard PAT, and that's how we stood until 3:58 of the second. Then it was an 11-yard Fullen run, the quarterback, capping off a 66-yard drive by TRA. The PAT by Washington made it 14-7. Then it looked like TCA was going to escape and get into halftime tied, or make it, with a touchdown lead. But then Fullen hit Bird on a 50-yard pass play. Thing of beauty if you're a TRA fan, he went up above two would-be defenders and got it. The 50-yard pass play from Fullen to Bird, Montgomery the PAT, 36.8 seconds left, and it was tied at 14. A scoreless third quarter, and then TRA took their first lead at the 8:40 mark of the fourth quarter. It was a Fullen 28-yard run. He's a good player, folks. The PAT by Washington made it 21-14. Then Vales came back with a 13-yard run, and it was a thing of beauty by Little Vales. That, remember now, came after a couple of fourth down conversions, or one fourth down conversion when they had it, TCA did. 4th and 22 through a 23-yard pass down inside the 10, or make it 15. And then Vales goes in from 13 yards play later. And then it was Edom Goodwin going in on a 2-yard scamper to give TCA the lead, 22-21. It looked really good for TCA at that time. And then a 57-yard run by Fullen, the quarterback. That came at the 3:38 mark, gave TRA the lead back at 27-22. And then Gooden capped off a 63-yard drive. They took the ball at the 43, so that would be a 57-yard drive, actually. And Goodwin goes in 2 plays later for the 2-point conversion. And with 18 seconds left in the game, TCA went from being down 27-22 to lead 28-27. And then Goodwin, I think that was a 13-yard run he had to go in, get in there. And then the 2-point conversion made it 30-27. And that's how this thriller ends here at Tipton Rosemark in North Shelby County.
Diamond Dave just got a message from the boss lady, Christy Timms. Great broadcast tonight. Dave McCullen, Stan Gerard. You guys kept me awake driving to Tuscaloosa. The adrenaline from the 5 minutes was better than the caffeine. Go Lions. Thank you, Miss Christy.
And I'll just say to Christy, our lovely friend, roll, Tide, roll. She's going down there to Tuscaloosa to see the Tide play, and they look dominant again, don't they, folks? Well, a big win here tonight for the Lions, and I know Christy and all the folks are happy about that back home. Judy Brown, Christy, Dexter, Blake, of course, Frank Clampett, our good buddy, Dr. David Sickle, and Kevin Hansen, the trainer, want to work him in as well. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back. Scores and more highlights, and hopefully a comment or two from Coach Blake Butler. The Lions win at 30-27. Stay with us on the TCA Football Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's Warranty for Life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
And welcome back to Tipton Rosemark. It was exciting. Down to the last seconds, TCA wins their first of the season by a score of 30-27. For those of you keeping score, Blake Butler, in his 11th year, becomes TCA's all-time winningest football coach with that victory. He was tied with Michael Hogan, and he is now the all-time leader in victories for TCA.
I want to say hello to Dawn Cox-Patterson. She sent several messages. Maurice Edwards, Peggy Bird, Sherry Brown, Laura Sand, we mentioned, Laura Sand Franklin, a very faithful listener, Patsy Scarborough, Shirley Gaddy, Connie Arnold, Jim and Connie watching right around the corner, my neighbors, Debbie Odell Grissom, George Todd, Holly and McElroy Adcock, big hello to them, Diane Lawley Delk, Dawn, we mentioned, Sue James, Elizabeth Taylor Goodwin, and John Keith Butler, Walter Anderson, and we just go down the scroll here, Stan, Judy Wallington Barker, and a lot of nice comments about the broadcast. We appreciate that as well. Mary Seaton Thomason, Larry Vales, we mentioned Larry a couple of times, Melanie Wilburn, and Jensen Vincent listening tonight and watching, Patrick Bunch, and all the gang back, Judy Key Vales, Teresa Whitehead, she and John always listening, and Laura Bess McCormick Taylor, Ken Northcutt. We just go on and on and on. And, Christy, we appreciate your kind comments as well. Coach Butler's in the house.
And we
the
got
Lions
him.
have won it. And, Coach, first of all, I knew you had it all the time. Congratulations.
Thank you for that confidence, Dave. Appreciate it.
Boy, what a thriller.
Yeah, Tipton Rosemark, much improved team from last year. Obviously, Bird out there. I think everyone got to see what kind of athlete he was. But so proud of our kids. Again, holding together, not letting the back and forth game get to them and finding ways to make plays to give us a shot.
You gave them a look they hadn't seen, a look that we hadn't seen. Little Cooper Vales back there, and boy, he burned them at times, didn't he?
Yeah, that's something, when we look at, just trying to expand our offense and try to do some different things. And we've asked some of our freshmen to step up. And obviously, him and Cade were kind of splitting reps this week, and we felt good about what Cooper brought with the run game. And just that added dimension, and obviously it showed. And he's calm beyond his years, because there are a couple times where we had some busts, whether you saw it or not, and that fourth down there where he took off, that was not meant for him to take off. Let's just say we didn't have the right route. We won't call any names, but we didn't have the right route. But you know what? That just comes with being calm, cool, collected. He saw the seam, knew he had to make a play, and went and got a first down for us.
Stan's chomping at the bit. He's got a couple of questions, but I have two things I wanted to add before we turned it over to him for a second. I don't know what you fed Ben Davis this week or today, but he played like a man possessed the first half.
He did.
And for that matter, the entire game, especially the first half.
Ben was a guy who had to go both ways for us tonight. Sure. And, again, when you talk about a lot of these kids, Ben's a sophomore. And he's an aggressive kid. He plays hard. And that's what, we ask this group to do. There's not necessarily a superstar out there or anything like that, but there's kids that have the ability when all 11 at the same time on the field are pulling together, that they can do some special things. And just, watching our kids gut it out. Like I said, you talk about Cooper, a quarterback. You talk about Ben flying around there. Needham ran extremely hard tonight.
You moved Keltner at his request over the line. He played great.
Yeah, that's Will Keltner was a captain tonight because the kid was so selfless. He texted me last weekend. It was about midnight, and I guess kids stay up late, and coaches are trying to figure out a way to get a win or up to. And got the text. He said, "Coach, move me to line. Our team needs it." And he said, I just want to do whatever I can to help us win. And, he's another kid that went both ways, jumped in there at guard and really helped our offense get going. And, a lot of respect for the kind of kid he is and just what he means to our ball club. And, for a kid to be able to step forward and say, put me where we need me. And, I don't care about any personal stats. let's do what we have to get this win, and really proud of him.
Stan has some comments, but a couple of last things from me. You became the winningest coach at TCA tonight. Stan just brought that up before you came in the press box, passing a good friend of yours. Michael did a great job there. You've done a super job, but I don't know that any wins you've had two bigger fourth down conversions than you had in that fourth quarter tonight.
Yeah, that's something that honestly the pass we threw there is something we have had installed in years past. And honestly, we hadn't even practiced it until that point. But it's a four verts concept, which our receivers, Needham's played quarterback. They understand what four verts means. So we just talked about what landmarks we need to hit, talked about the protection during the timeout. And he put a ball up, and, Ben Davis went and made a play on it and got us a first down.
Coach, I was talking about Cooper Vales all throughout the ball game, and I kept saying, 365 days ago, he was competing in a middle school football game against Huntington this week. And now he's starting quarterback for the varsity Lions. And he took some wicked hits out there tonight. There's no doubt about it. But what he showed on that one long run that he had late in the fourth quarter, got the yards. He knew he was about to get hit, made a hard left turn for the sidelines to save a timeout. That's playing way above being a freshman, getting his first experience on the starting side of the ball.
Yeah, that's just something, as we eval players and freshmen, and if they're ready to play or not, that's something that stood out about Cooper. Obviously, he's been starting for us on the defensive side of the ball. But then, we saw his composure there, saw it this week in practice, and that's what made us comfortable kind of going with him. Again, I talked to him. Him and Cade kind of battled it out this week and talked to both of them. I said, listen, there may be opportunities for both of y'all to get in this game. I said, I need y'all to be each other's biggest cheerleader and biggest pick-me-up. And like I said, Cooper kind of got hot there. We rode with him. And, again, when you just look at what he was able to do tonight, again, what stood out when we looked at him, he's a freshman, but he doesn't act like a freshman. He's well-conditioned. Thanks, Coach Williams. If you know anything about Dexter Williams, his basketball players are going to be in great shape.
Sure.
And so that helps Cooper just go both ways. And, again, he did a great job.
Needham Goodwin, yards after contact.
Needham, like I said, he's a tough kid. Plays with a lot of fire, and when that, when he's locked in and those legs are churning, he's going to fight for those extra yards. He's a kid that, again, you're not going to bring him down with one tackler. We challenged him. We, pointed out that, if they're going to pick a couple basketball players and put them on their defense, find out if they like contact or not.
Blake, I mentioned late in the game, I've talked about that. Who leads the nation at the collegiate level yards after? It's not the Tiger. It's a Kentucky Wildcat, Chris Rodriguez. But I talked about the fact I need you coaches to go back. If you don't have time, I'll put Stan on it. We need to go back and look at some film and see how many yards he does. It's remarkable.
Yeah. I'll let y'all do that. I got a lot to eval. So, hey, Stan, that's your project this week.
That's your man.
Or maybe bye week. We'll give you a bye week project.
I got three ball games next week. No time. No time.
Bye week project. Yards after contact.
One last thing before we let you go. Congratulations again, but. You score on a 13-yard run by Vales late in the game, last few minutes. You're down 21-20. Your thought pattern, really, I saw no hesitation to go for two.
We always keep a couple formations in our back pocket that are tough to get a line to for 2-point conversions. And we're confident we get them blocked up.
Had them on their heels right there, too, didn't you?
You've got the momentum, and we're confident if we can get it blocked up, we can create an extra gap. Needham sees it well, and that if he gets a downhill head of steam, that he'll find a way to get 3 yards and get in.
You're an old offensive lineman. You're not old, but you're a past offensive lineman and a very good one.
They're only old offensive linemen.
Yeah, that's right. Your O-line, we'd be remiss. We talked about all the skill people. I thought they played spectacular tonight for you at times. Big gaping holes.
Yeah, and you look at, like I said, we had a lot of guys going both ways. With Stan's got
289 yards
rushing, and you talk about Corey Bass going both ways. He's kind of been one of our top guys up front, leading the way. You talk Will Keltner, another guy playing both ways for us. Michael Palmer playing some linebacker and our center, and then We look at Chase Finan, another young guy stepping in there, and then Harrison Vance. He's
Sure.
a sophomore,
Yeah.
and if a lot of you remember, Harrison overcame a really kind of bad leg injury his 8th grade year, and to see him back out there, and if you talk to Coach Mancini, Harrison's probably one of our best technicians, and
Yep.
I think he's still got a little bit of growing left to do, and I think he's going to be one that helps lead our line for the next few years.
Yeah, you kept bringing Chase in and out. I thought he did a great job, and he wasn't showboating. Wasn't doing any kind of thing in that, but Keltner late in the game when they had it like 3rd and long, he had that gait about him. He was taking control as your captain. In that, I'd love to have a picture of that.
Yeah, he's you can see his confidence growing.
Sure, yes.
He sees it so well at linebacker. He's finishing blocks. He plays so hard and does a fantastic job. Really proud of him.
Proud of you and proud of this team. Congratulations on the great win, Coach.
Appreciate it, Dave.
Coach, one quick thing. Now you can call up Dexter and say, Mr. Bird's your problem now.
He's obviously a fantastic athlete. During the handshake line, I said, man, I'm glad you haven't played football sooner because he's a tremendous athlete.
Big hello to Mom and Dad.
Mom, Dad, glad we finally get a win. Now it's time for the Steelers to take care of business Sunday.
Absolutely.
Let's go get them.
Safe travels going home, sir.
Appreciate it. Y'all too.
All right, we'll be back with you next week, 6:30 air time, 7 o'clock will be the kick as Harding comes visiting San Gerard. Great win for Blake and the team tonight.
Big win, first win of the season. More importantly, 1-0 in region play. We are atop the standings in region play with 0 losses. Big ball game next week against Harding Academy on Friday. We'll have the countdown to kickoff pregame show at 6:30 on the TCA network. On West Tennessee Sports Tuesday, we'll have elementary school football. USJ comes a-calling, 5:50 with the pregame show. Thursday on the TCA network and on the West Tennessee Sports Network, middle school football, the final game, TCA and USJ. Homecoming this week as well. A lot of big activities going on out there. If you can get out there and partake in the activities, be a part of the homecoming activities out at TCA. Golly, Bill, we got to find something to eat. I'm hungry.
Absolutely not. I'm going straight home. 30-27. You had a big old hot dog there at halftime.
Well,
and speaking of hot dogs, he's never been accused of being a hot dog, but he is Johnny on the spot, our good buddy Jay Cashin, our producer director. That's going to wrap it up for my team tonight, Jay and Stan and all the gang. And absolutely great win for the Lions. They win at 30-27. For Jay, for Stan, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley, the happy final from Tipton Rosemark. Big Ed, we're still praying for you. 30-27. The Lions win it for you, bud. Back
Stay
next
in the buggy.
week, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock. The kickoff from the Lions Lair. Until then, God bless you and good night, everybody.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.